Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
TikTok, I said that Chinese people or the Chinese Communist Party, whatever, has a different algorithm than the one for the Western nations. The one in the Western nations, the kids are watching videos that go viral, doing pranks and all types of silly stuff. And China's algorithm is showing kids completing puzzles and doing math. These are the things they're promoting because they understand the programming of the subconscious mind is very important for the future of your people and where they're going. So with that same concept in mind, you know, what type of media are you always being influenced by? What type of media do you constantly force yourself to be influenced by? You know, what if we saw images of love all the time instead of images of destruction, war, etc., etc.?
What type of media is Hotep Jesus influenced by?
I like the old stuff. I like the classics. Mostly written work, literature. That's the type of stuff I listen to. I listen to a lot of lectures. You know, one of my favorite lecturers is John Henrik Clarke, Dr. Kaba Kamene. Those are like two of my faves. I like listening to scholarly work, scholarly teachers. I go to bed to chess videos, but I also need some gangster in my life. You know, I'm not perfect, but I need some. You know, I need some cartel gang member, type programming. This is, that's the stuff I happen to like. I like violent movies. I like heists. I like heist movies, like The Italian Job and Ocean's 11 and, those types of things. I like military movies. Like, I thought the new Top Gun was amazing. But I also try to be conscious of what I'm seeing, and so, what's clear is we're going to come across some content that is not going to nurture quality or high quality of thought. So what we have to do is we have to wrap this stuff with labels. So what you can do is when an image appears before your subconscious mind, what we can do is we can frame it. So when it gets embedded and it gets stored within your mental hard drive, it's filed in a folder, marked bad, marked good, marked to question, marked, you can label these things. So sometimes when things come into our subconscious mind, we don't frame it, we don't put a label on it. I think we have to say, okay, if I'm watching a movie and they're murdering people, let's say for instance, as we're watching this, we got to label that bad. This is bad. This is no bueno, right? And even some labels that your personal opinion might weigh in on and how you manage this stuff logically. So even though everything's going to be received by your subconscious mind and some things you may enjoy, some pieces of content you may enjoy, it's very important to frame that stuff and label that stuff. So when it gets into your subconscious mind, your subconscious mind knows, okay, this is this and this is that. So it knows clear difference. It's not just sitting there to be sprouted later on in the wrong manner or intent. What is your receptivity? Are you receiving the signals, or are you only transmitting them? You have to tune your inner radio to receive messages, not only send them. Sometimes we get caught up with our conscious mind. Our conscious mind is constantly sending signals out to the universe, to God, to friends, family, etc., etc. But sometimes you have to reset yourself and come back to zero and just say, I'm not intending to send any messages, I'm intending to receive them. I call it no mind. I've spoken about this in the past. I want to open up the mind, enter a state of receptivity, to receive the signals, to be imbued by God. Messages, prescient visualizations, to be omniscient. All these things are made possible by entering a receptive state, by dismissing the world and all of its physicalness, dismissing the world and all of its 3D-ness, dismissing the matrix, forgetting you are of this physical dimension. Dismissing all of that, obviously easier said than done, but moving away from all of these things, dismissing them from their mind. And the easiest way to do that is to actually distract yourself. You have to distract yourself with the senses. It's much easier to enter a state of receptivity when you're out here and you have the breeze blowing against your skin. That's easy to meditate on. When you have the waves you can look at, the seagulls passing over your head, the sun and the way the sun shimmers off the surface of the water, the clouds, the people, all these things, if you allow them to, will open you up to receptivity. They make you receptive. In order to turn off your brain, you got to turn on your 5 senses. Or when I say brain, I mean that conscious mind sending signals and trying to enter a state of receiving the signals. For example, you can't eat and think at the same time. You're either tasting your food or you're thinking. You can't do both at the same time. You can do intervals. You can think and then taste, think and then taste. But while you're tasting your food, the only thing you're thinking about is, this food tastes good. You only think about the food. So sometimes I like to hijack my subconscious when I don't have an environment like this. Or I hijack the conscious mind with a teaspoon of honey, a tablespoon of honey. That taste completely absorbs your conscious mind and focuses it in because that taste is just so full. So that's another way to hijack the conscious mind and put yourself in a place of receptivity. But the lesson here is remembering that in order to enter receptivity, sometimes you have to distract yourself, but distract yourself with those natural things that exist all around us. Enter a state of receptivity.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Grifty Saturday. The Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
What's up, people? We back.
Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. Hotep Jesus.com.
Oh, this is a real Hotep brother.
Hotep to the chat.
Hotep.
I'm telling you right now, I do not have my screen set up. It's Saturday. I'm a little off my game. I had a meeting earlier. With the Men of Order team. We got a lot of work done today. Our meeting was scheduled for 2:30 p.m. Therefore, I could not stream in my usual time slot. So, yeah, here I am today. Citizen Alfie said excessive grifting. Yes, excessive grifting. We grifted on a Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow, too. Like, don't get it twisted. This is a 7-day-a-week thing. Y'all gonna get these Grift reports. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna get these. Even if they just in, you know, short bites. Yeah, I gotta talk to the people. We gotta have I gotta see, y'all gotta see my face daily. Rudy, what up? Rudy in the chat. Fresh Mike's in the chat. What up, baby? It's interesting you guys just hey, Fresh Mike. Sonny texted me and said if you get past Rudy, she'll debate you. If you get past Rudy, she'll debate you. So woo. Shit could get really interesting. All right, where we at with it? Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get into the Grift Report. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Hopefully the screen pops back up. Let's see. And it didn't. All right, hold on. Why didn't it do it all week, but it just did it now? That makes no sense. Why would, and it's the same feed. It's so odd. Anyway, hold on, let me close that. Let's see what's in the bag today. First of all, we're gonna start right here. Shout out to Primetime. Looks like he's seeing some success over there in Colorado. They said it couldn't be done. They said he was crazy. He done brought all these HBCU boys over to Colorado facilities, and they out here beating the top national team.
Man, it's a real feeling because we knew it the whole time. I'm practicing against the best corner in the world. You know, so my margin of error versus him is very small. I can't miss too far inside, too far outside because he gonna make a play. But it's just like, nobody believed in us, man, and it just showed me a lot about how people is, and they let names and they let Power 5 and stuff get to their head. I think this is the highest passing yards I had in my life. I was just at HBCU, you know what I mean? So
they ain't believe us, but who did?
They ain't believe us, you know what I mean? God did, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's a
crazy, insane amount of success he's having. Colorado is 1-0. They were trending earlier. They might still be trending. Yeah, here they go. Colorado #1. What's the name been talking his shit? Dion been talking his shit. Hold on, I want to find the post game with Dion right here. Let's play this.
Prime. Coach Prime, it doesn't get much better than this. You said all along, we come in, this team is here, and wow, did you impress? How proud are you?
Thank you, Jesus. I'm so thankful right now. My son, man.
My pop right here.
My son, my other son. Yeah. Man, I'm loving these kids. Rick George for giving me this opportunity, man. This is a blessing.
Wait, did that say they was 0-27? First win versus a top 20 team on the road since, this was on the road since 2002. They've been 0-27 since.
Loving these kids. Rick George for giving me this opportunity, man. This is a blessing. Everybody, Buff Nation who supported us.
They acting like they won the Super Bowl. Niggas won one game. They acting like they won the Super Bowl.
And all the hood that had my back. I thank y'all. God, this is good. Woo!
What can you tell me about your defense and the way they came up huge with that stop to get this win?
They surrendered some big plays throughout the game, and all we kept teaching was just we need one stop. But what about the offense? How did they respond? How did these guys respond? I don't know how many snaps he played, but we're going to put a hot tub on the plane for him to make sure he's straight.
Hey, we're excited because we are heading to visit your home next week, Folsom Field. What is your message to the fans of what we can expect from Colorado?
We told you we're coming. We told you we're coming. You thought we was joking. And guess what? We keep receipts. God bless you, America. Oh, God is good.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. The sports thing. I'm a coach. I coach kids, so I blacked out and went in coach mode and was thinking about our games because season's about to start back up. We've been having practice all summer, and my brain went into coach mode. So I totally resonate with the coach here. As a coach, I know what it's like to go out there and get a big win, and it's an amazing feeling. It's a really amazing feeling. So yeah, we don't cover sports on this channel, but we covering sports today. Ooh, oh, that was a hell of a throw. Oh my. Oh my. Ew, that was a perfect throw. In stride, over the shoulder. Great concentration on the catch. Wow. Wow. Another pick. That pick was sick. Give me that. Man. From 1-11 last season to an upset at number 17 TCU to start the season. Coach Prime era has begun at Colorado. Says Colorado has legit playmakers. Once they beef up D-line, it's game on. This kid had 510 yards, set a school record, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Shador Sanders. So this is Deion Sanders' actual son playing QB. That's wild. Deion got a son playing QB. I didn't even know that.
So when we see you that opening week on Big Noon Kickoff, you think you got a team that can go down there and compete?
I don't think. I know.
Sanders takes a knee, and how about this? Prime time. Deion wins his first one on the road against a team that played in the national championship 1 year ago.
Insane. So, yeah, congrats to Prime Time. I wish him much, much more success in his new role as coach. TCU played crazy well last year. Did they, Joe Beard? I don't watch college football. I need to start, but I stopped watching sports a long time ago. Maybe I'll start back up. Who is this? Why is this in my chat? Delete this message. Hey, listen, if you ever want to get on the phone lines, we're going to go to the phone calls probably a little bit earlier than usual today. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Type Hotep in your name, and we can discuss some of the topics that we go over here on today's show. All right, let's go back in the bag. I got a couple of things we're going to look at today. I like the bag today. All right, so we got this trans person. This nigga was wearing fake titties and shit. Somebody done ran down on him.
Why did you say the breasts were real when you knew they weren't? Are you going to be teaching as a man or a woman this year? You have nothing to say? Do you feel like you've been targeted unfairly? Are you going to be Kayla or Carrie this year? Nothing to say?
Hold on. What is it? Teacher, prosthetic, boobs. Just so people who've never seen this before, this is what he was wearing to school. He was putting on fake titties. I would love to know what the fuck is going on with him. I would love to know what in the world told him this shit was a good idea. Whoops. Who told him this was a good idea? Wait, stop that. Lock that. And let's go here. Who told him this was a good idea? And is he trolling or is he serious? These are just some of the questions I have. Faith Thomas, TCU was in the college football national championship last year, won for the second year in a row by the University of Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, it's a huge win, man. He got a new job. I don't think that was a Benz. Let's go back to the tape. Is that a Benz? That's not no Benz, is it? That does not look like a Mercedes. What is that? It's like a... Yeah, it's either like a... It's definitely an import. It looks like an import. Maybe like it's a Ford Focus or some shit. That ain't no Benz. That ain't no Benz. Let me see the interior. That's definitely not a Benz. I'm looking at the interior. Benz has a symbol. What is that? Is that a Toyota? What's that symbol on his steering wheel? I don't know. You'd have to zoom in on that steering wheel. But it's probably a Mazda. Maybe it's a Mazda. I don't know. But it's definitely not a Mercedes. I mean, it might be a Mercedes, not because I don't know cars really well. I don't keep up with that stuff mostly because did I ever tell you about my phobia of driving? Maybe it's a good time to tell you a story about myself. So I have a driving phobia. Okay. Actually, it's not a driving phobia. It's an owning a car phobia. I have a phobia of owning a car. So take this however you want. I used to get racially profiled a lot. Now, the funny thing is about my driving record is I've done way worse shit and never gotten caught. Okay, I've done some really wild shit on the road. Like, we used to race for real on a highway and local roads. Okay, like dodging police type shit. Okay, this is the shit I was doing. Never got in trouble for none of that, right? Fast forward. I used to get racially profiled for dumb shit. Or I just had like warrants for unpaid tickets, like parking tickets or shit like that. So then you get pulled over and arrested and thrown in jail and then you got to get bailed out. You know, dumb shit like that. So I used to average at least one warrant a year. I used to have a warrant out for my arrest at least once a year. And it's really not that hard. Like when I was a kid and, you know, you said you have a warrant out for your arrest, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, badass cowboy, you did something really crazy. I didn't know you can get a warrant for not paying your parking ticket. Okay. So I was the type of person that just procrastinated, never paid his parking ticket. So I get warrants and I get arrested, vehicle towed, you know, the whole 9 yards and shit. And then my license got suspended. My license got suspended for like, I think they suspended it for 48 months and, or something to that effect, or no, I think it was like 24 months. It was 24 months. It was 24. It wasn't 48. It was 24 months. And then, my car was a lease. I had a Honda Accord lease. So I gave that car back at the end of the lease. And I went so long without a driver's license. Well, okay, so let's see. All right, so I got suspended. Then my license expired. And my license had expired for so long, I had to go back and take the driver's test. Like a kid. So my friend let me borrow his car. He took me. And this was, how long ago was this? This was probably only 5 years ago. Not to mention that you can't get your license back until you pay off your arrears. And my arrears were like $5,000. So I owed the government like $5,000 in payments. And I couldn't get my license back until that stuff was paid off. And I didn't want to get on the payment plan because if you get on the payment plan, you miss the payment, then they send another warrant for your arrest. I was like, no, fuck that payment plan. I'll just pay it when I get the money. So I finally paid that shit off. And then I went to go take my license and I had to take the driver's license test. I went in thinking I could just go get my license. They were like, no, you haven't had a license for so long. You have to now go back and take the driver's test again. So I took the driver's test again. But the funny thing is, before you take the driver's test, you got to take the written test. So I study and shit. I go into the facility, sit down at the computer at DMV to take the test again. I failed the fucking test. Failed the fucking driver's test, the written test. Computer said you did not pass. So now I got my kids in the car, my lady in the car. I go back outside. They like, what happened? I failed the test. They like, you failed the test? So then they said, you got to wait 2 weeks before you can take the test again. So I waited 2 weeks. I study again. I go back to the facility. Sit in front of that computer. I'm terrified. I'm shaking like this test is like, you know what I mean? And I'm doing the test and I'm doing the test. And I'm like, please don't get nothing wrong. Please don't get nothing wrong. Please don't get nothing wrong. And then finally the computer screen said you passed. I was like, oh, thank Lord Jesus. And then everybody else is like in the facility taking a test. They looking at me like, why'd you making so much noise? And I'm like, I passed, y'all. I passed. I'm really ignorant sometimes. So yeah, I finally passed. Then I had to go do the driver's test. Now we go to the driver's test and it's on a course. And I almost failed that shit. He was like, you forgot to put your indicator on the K-turn or some shit like that. But it's really hard to do shit like this when you're not actually on the street. You know, when you're on the street, you kind of just have that reflex to just put the clicker on. But because we're on this like bullshit ass course, I didn't think to hit the clicker. You know what I mean? The indicator. But I ended up getting my license, and now I actually have a driver's license. So yeah, and maybe one day I'll buy a car because I don't have a car either. I'm actually predisposed to not like buying a car. So this is why I don't recognize cars, because sometimes I'm like with people, friends, family, or whatever. I'm like, did you see that really nice car? I'm like, no, what was it? And I was like, oh, it was a Porsche, it was a Corvette, it was this, it was that. I'm like, I didn't see it. I'm like completely oblivious to cars. Like in a way, I hate cars. I hate them. I like them, but I hate them too. Like I think of what it is for me is I don't get the fascination. Like if it's not a supercar, like we're not talking about top of the line Lamborghini, why the fuck are we talking about the car? If it ain't the Cybertruck, why are we talking about cars? Like you don't have no $100,000 car. Oh, that's a nice car. Is it a $100,000 car? Is it not $100,000? Now I will say Mercedes does have some nice cars. I rented a Mercedes recently. Well, I didn't rent it. The Mercedes we have here went into the shop, so they gave us a loaner, and that was a really nice ride. But a family member passed away, and we ended up inheriting their Mercedes. So we took it in for, I think we got a CL. That baby drove nice. It wasn't no $100,000 car, but that boy drove nice. But the thing about me is I'm a really fucking great driver, mostly because I spent my teenage years and my adult years racing. We've done some really wild shit. I almost had a lot of different crazy crashes and police chases, but that was another life. Anyway, back to the grift bag. Let me check on the chat. They probably making fun of me and shit. Soldier Sorak say you don't got a car either. Yeah, we're in the same boat. Enrico said don't tell people this stuff. Oh, I could parallel park. He said he got arrested in Scotch Plains about 6 years ago on a warrant from East Orange for an unpaid ticket. Had to post $500 bond, and lucky for me, I had exactly $500 cash in my pocket. Scotch Plains, do not drive through there. If you're black, do not drive through Scotch Plains and Fanwood. Do not drive through there if you're black. They will pull you over just for being black in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Do not drive through there. That is a racist town. Scotch Plains, Cranford, Clark, Westfield. You drive through there and you black on the wrong street at the wrong time, they just gonna pull you over for no reason. I remember when they burnt, back in my day, they used to burn crosses. It was a black family had just moved into the neighborhood. I believe this was Clark. Black family just moved into the neighborhood. He was a star football player. A week in or something like that, they burnt the cross on his lawn. Swear to God. Newspapers talked about it and everything. Literally burning in New Jersey. KKK burnt a fucking cross on his front lawn in Clark, New Jersey. Facts. Let me see if I can find that story. This is probably pre-internet. Clark, New Jersey, cross burning. Let me see if there's anything on the internet about this. This might be interesting. Ah, shit. Let's read this. All right, here we go, right here. I'm gonna share my screen. Look at this shit. See, back in my day, we dealt with real racism, not this bullshit that the kids be crying about now. All right, so here it is. It says NJ Town grapples with history of racism after leaders' slurs surface in secret recordings. Clark Municipal Building. Wait, where's the article? Wait, hold on. I think my settings are off. Okay, here we go. All right, my settings were off. As a black woman, Sampson is a visible minority in Clark, a town of 15,500 with fewer than 250 black residents. She heard secret recordings from longtime mayor, right? Mayor Sal Bonacorso. And a lot of Italians is out here too. So right here it says on March 30th, NJ Advanced Media published, let's put this on your screen big so y'all can see this with me. Audio recordings made by a police whistleblower that captured the mayor and police leaders referring to black people as spooks, shines, and the N-word. News organization also revealed that the details of a secret 2020 settlement that paid the whistleblower, Antonio Manata, and his attorney $400,000 to keep a lid on the scandal allowed Manata to remain on the payroll for more than 2 years without working. Right here it says, from a cross burning in the 1980s. Now, I was born in the 80s. This is what I'm talking about. They was burning crosses in Clark, New Jersey in the 80s, bro. Controversy over white-only hiring practices in the 90s. Fights over public housing in the 2000s. Current and former residents say the town has grappled with its reputation as Clark with 3 Ks. An ugly nickname reflecting a feeling among minorities that they aren't welcome. You knew which towns you weren't allowed in and which towns you didn't want. Which towns didn't want you there, said Reverend Charles Boyer, a prominent black New Jersey pastor who grew up nearby in Plainfield in the 70s and 80s. You wanted to avoid Clark at all costs because you knew as a black person driving through Clark, you'd be targeted. That's facts. That's facts. And this is the PTSD I had as a kid, because you be driving and it's like that cop just pulled up. Like you would drive past a cop and he'd see your face and he'd see you was black and he'd pull behind you and he'd pull you over. You knew you was getting pulled over as soon as he got behind you. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So like even now when cops get behind me, my heart start racing. Like I do the checks. Do I have any marijuana on me? Drugs? Alcohol? Is any alcohol? I got my seatbelt on. I do the whole checks. I'm fucking paranoid. This is why I don't fucking own a car, because I'm just like PTSD from this shit. Said you want to be a little bit of Latoya Kidd, who has lived in the town for 3 decades, remembers a time when Clark was labeled a sundown town. Yes, yes, Clark was a sundown town. She said over the years, I believe it died down. She said, but clearly not after this happened. Oh, let's listen to the recording. Oh, they got the actual recording. This is juicy. This is spicy. Thanks, Steph. ...2017 incident, which a black puppet was found hanging. In 2017, come on, let's go. In 2017, a black puppet was found hanging.
Don't relax so loud. Really hang the spooks again. ALJ incident all over again. That was stone. Council meeting in front of a room full of them and get up and talk about it.
Police are going through old evidence and storage according to the draft lawsuit, March 6, 2019. They come upon a box of evidence from 2017 incident, and police chief Pedro Matos says he wants to reopen an investigation and then uses a racial slur.
The news thing you got, it's got its own box, it's a whole box for it.
Well, what's in it?
The dummy and the investigation.
Evidence, everything, even the hard evidence?
It's got its own box. So depending on how much...
I'm thinking about reopening that case.
Why?
Because I want to prove that them
I'm gonna prove them niggas did it. July 22, 2019, Bonacorso asked police about a spook he'd seen officers pursuing that day.
That guy from Miami texted me. Huh?
What spook were you guys chasing around? With a red shirt?
Today?
Yeah.
Somebody was chasing somebody?
They was looking for some spook walking around or something.
Dude, I've been busy. I'm sorry. I've been doing.
November 19, 2018.
No, that's up in here.
It's in there.
Says the mayor is going through plans for Clark's new police headquarters, other police and township officials, according to
No,
the
here,
press.
here, on the plane.
Right. We have 10.
That's here.
Yes.
That's fine.
10 is even too much. Well, we get dispatchers.
No, that's fine. The female, I think it's fine.
We're doing it in such a way that there's a partition there, that you can move that partition.
This partition.
Correct. In the future, you know, take that one down, you move it, you make the rooms a little bit larger.
What did dispatchers do with their clothes now when they come in?
They have lockers in the bathroom.
They have lockers in the bathroom, so that they need a locker.
Yes.
As far as female cops go, I hope there's never any, but I can only, when I'm here. They're all disasters that I've
1, 2,
seen.
3, 12. You're looking at 15 by 1, 2, 3.
Says politically, Clark is a deep red community in a deep blue county. He said, so Clark won 61% of the vote in the township compared to 38% for Biden. Out of 21 Union County municipalities, it was just 1 of 4 to back Trump, and it delivered the most lopsided of margins. The mayor, a Republican, who is the town's longest-serving mayor, has also enjoyed wide electoral support. In November 2020, he won 6th term running unopposed. 9 months after the town approved a settlement that kept the recordings a secret, and 3 months after the Union County Prosecutor's Office seized control of the police department, citing credible allegations of misconduct. A cross burning and a legacy of Clark. 1985. But the home had been recently purchased by a black family who had not moved in, who had yet to move in. NAACP popped in. Denied. So yeah, I'm telling you, man, like when you drive through certain towns in New Jersey, you better put your white mask on. I hope you got a white friend in the car with you, man. They take your ass down. Steph said heart definitely jumped for a minute. Yeah. Defund the police. He said, I live in New Jersey. I do the checks when I get pulled over that way, and I'm white. Yeah. New Jersey cops don't fuck around. New Jersey cops are different. He said, I got pulled over being white in a black neighborhood. I'm sure the profile was directed at the neighborhood and not me, but they searched my car. He said, the worst part is they'll pull you over on the Plainfield side of Terrell Road and still get you out of here. Word. You know about Terrell Road? Star is from Scotch Plains. Yes, Star is from Scotch Plains. Yes, he is. What's my Rumbler saying? He said, Italians don't burn crosses. It's blasphemous. I couldn't speak to that. I don't know what the nationality of those people were that burnt the cross. Kay says she loves her Mercedes. Do you? All right. Goldstein's in here. He said the false light is on the way because dumbass shit like this. Nah, this is old stuff. I'm just bringing up because me and Steph are talking about how racist New Jersey gets. All right, let's go back in the Grift bag. Let's see what we got here. So we talked about the dude with the fake tits. Okay, here we go. All right, right here. We're not gonna play the video because it's violent, and we don't want to subject people to violence. But end wokeness, right? It says last night. It doesn't say a mob of people. It says a mob of black people attacked a white boy and a girl in Bethesda, Maryland. This would be on front page news if the races were reversed. So I scrolled down to see who he stole the video from, because, you know, that's all these accounts do. They just steal the video. So I was like, all right, let me click and see who he stole the video from. And then I come here, and this guy's got even worse. Black boys swarm and head stomp a white boy while black girls take out a white woman after a high school football game in Bethesda, Maryland last night. Media don't cover incidents that dilute their black victim, white oppressor narrative, a narrative which leads to attacks like this. Meanwhile, I'm watching the tape, and there's white people right there, recording. Right here. You see the white boy right here? He's literally recording. Hold on, let's keep going. There's more white people in this. Boom, another white boy enters the frame right here. This is not a hate crime. This is a personal beef. I don't know what it was, but it's not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime. At least it doesn't appear to be one. Another white boy right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. I think that's the white girl that was on the ground. But anyway, I'm wasting my time even trying to explain the idiocy. Really, I need to do is talk about the grift behind these tweets, right? And it's like, okay, so the false flags and all of that stuff didn't get your attention, and now we're at a point where you've gone back. You've resorted back to the victim narrative. Where's that video of them white ladies? Hold on. Because this account, let me see if N Wokeness posted this video. I'm sure they didn't. Because all they want to do is create division. But there's a, hold on. The producers put this video in here the other day. I didn't play it because it's just like fucking ignorant. But it's white women fighting. Here you go, right here. Found it. Shout out to producers. Shout out to Jabari, Jason, all of them. Right here.
Gonna be for the week.
Two women right here fighting. Did N Wokeness post this? Look at these bitches. Fighting in a porta potty. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. How you fighting in a porta potty with the toilet tissue hanging out? What the fuck is going on in y'all world? White women can't even go to the damn rodeo. I don't even know where they at. They got on cowboy boots and hats. Can't even go to the rodeo without a fight breaking out. They fighting over who gonna take a shit first. And Wokeness ain't post that. But everything's old black and white. So I just need y'all to realize, man, like, these motherfuckers is just weak, yo. Just mad weak. And Wokeness is definitely a Fed account. I don't know why they follow me. This is a Fed account. This account is an op. This account is a huge op. And again, you know, I got a video on here. I'll play it. Actually, it should be on my page. If I was running the social media networks, y'all would not like me. I'm going to show you exactly why. No, out, you motherfucker. You would think the left was fucking Jesus compared to my ass. There wouldn't be no porn on that motherfucker. A lot of shit would be cut the fuck out with me. Trolling would be cut the fuck out. I wouldn't be paying nobody. Now they got this Twitter monetization program where everybody getting paid. All the motherfuckers do is go on somebody else's page, steal their video, repurpose it, and then they getting paid for stealing people's work. I'd lock them motherfuckers up, you fucking thief. I'd lock them up. I'd lock them up. Thrown in jail. Excessive grifting. This is why I got a love-hate relationship with communism. Because communism is technically a bad system. But boy, would I love to have those dictatorial powers. And Wokeness would be locked up. Libs of TikTok would be locked up. I'd throw them in a jail. FBI, go find these motherfuckers, lock them up. I really would. I really would. Anybody sowing division in the country would be locked up. You dividing people based upon race or anything, Elijah Schaffer, lock him up. He would be in jail, 90 days, sit your ass down somewhere. I lock all these racial division motherfuckers up. Sean King, he'd life sentence. Sean King would have a life sentence. Al Sharpton, lock his ass up too. You know how many people would be in jail fucking with me? I'd put them in jail and make the ex-cons the CEO. That's what I would do. Hey, you right there. You're going to switch roles with this guy. Al Sharpton's going to have your thing. You're going to come out here. You're going to put the uniform on. You're now a CEO. You have a job. You're exonerated. You're forgiven. You're pardoned. Keep an eye on this slick motherfucker right here. That's what I would do. This is why the motherfuckers can't make me dictator. You don't want me to be dictator. I just be. And this is why when I look at how Stalin and them operated, now they was wilding. They was definitely wilding. But I see the benefits of sweeping revolution. I really do. And I really wish I just need 1 year. You guys can have it after that. I will clean this country up in 1 year. You can make anybody else you want dictator after that. Give me 1 year, I'll clean this whole shit up. I'd lock Elon ass up too. Elon gotta do 90 days. Elon gotta do 90 days just because he don't know how to function Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the fucking algorithm. Elon, show me the algorithm and that'll tell me if you fucking, and if I've ever been shadow banned under your watch, I'm locking your ass up. I'm locking Elon up. If I'm shadow banned, which I know I am, I'm locking his ass up. The fuck is going on with these motherfuckers? I'm sorry, I done got angry and shit. Y'all done, whew, I gotta calm down. Just that quick, I just get so worked up. Donald Trump sent out his team, Sticks. Shout out to Sticks. Sticks is winning the Grifties right now. He's #1 on the Grifties.com. Donald Trump sent out this campaign message. And at the bottom of his campaign message says, if you're doing poorly due to the very sad state of our country right now, then don't even think about donating.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
That is absolutely genius. That is absolutely genius. That's a really smart move by his campaign. This is why you can tell his campaign is much better run than DeSantis's campaign. DeSantis's campaign is just trash. But you can see the people over there are on their job. These are highly intelligent people and they're keeping it real with their constituents and their donors. I fucking love the way they're running Trump's campaign. That's some real shit to say. Sister Otis said, I think you're shadow banned too. Yeah, there's definitely a limit. Matter of fact, I don't want to say what user it was, but I did a test on Twitter. I tested the shadow ban manually, and a user had tweeted 2 hours prior, because I was like, what happened to this person? So I physically typed their name in and went to their account because I didn't realize, I'm like, I haven't seen this person on my timeline. I looked and they had been tweeting. I went to the For You tab, it wasn't there. I scrolled the regular tab and none of their tweets popped up in my feed. And I'm like, damn, they're shadow banned? No, Twitter's not publicly traded. It's now privately owned. And I sold all my shares in Twitter before, well, at the first announcement. Hotep Stalin? Yeah, facts. Somebody photoshopped my face on Stalin, man. You know what I'm saying? So now this is a really good, really smart campaign move right here. Being honest with the people. All right, let's go on. The MAGA Griff is back. The MAGA music Griff is back. Let's see what these niggas got. Joe. Let's see if this anything is good here. We're gonna have you weigh in and tell me in the chat if you like this song. Let's see.
Joe Biden, man, I'm voting for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Voting for Trump, the whole hood's for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump. United we stand, and we standing with Trump. Dear white people, will you take our vote? Why the Democrats always try to steal our hope? I'd rather have a president with a mugshot than the president pedophile that we got. I'm sorry, Trump, I ain't vote for you last time. They was hating on you, spreading lies last time. It made me relate when they hit you with the Rico. Now the whole hood screaming free Trumpito. Trump, how you get indicted before anybody on Epstein's list? Epstein's list. Jesus is my savior, Trump is my president. Saying that you racist, but I don't see no evidence. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Voting for Trump, the whole hood's for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump. United we stand, and we standing with Trump. Dear white people, will you take our vote? Why the Democrats always try to steal our hope? They don't hit them with a Rico. They don't hit them with a Rico. We the Trump Latino. So my Latinos for Trump. Still voting for you even if you in a cell. You risked your life for the people, yeah. FJB, yeah, you used our race. You and your son got Ukraine paid. Two-step in the name of Trump. We gon' step for Uncle Trump. United we stand, with Trump we gon' ball. United we stand, with Biden we fall. All my people need to wake up. The Democrat Party ain't doing nothing for us. They say Trump a racist, I don't see it. He free Kodak Weezy, he bout to free Young Thug. Mr. President, I'ma vote for you even if you in a jail cell. I guess I'm MAGA. I guess I'm MAGA.
I'm at a loss for words. That is rare. What the fuck did I just watch? What the fuck was that? It's like somebody trying to play a trick on me. Right? It's like high quality recording. The flow is good and everything sounds like it passes the smell test. But the lyrics are like, you didn't say anything. Like you literally said nothing. Like you just, it was just one of those songs where it was just talking points and talking points and talking points. This is one of those times where MAGA hip hop is cringe. I know Goldstein probably did not appreciate this record. What the fuck was that? Like, the dude singing, he sounds good, but he says white people. What did he say? White people what?
Joe Biden, man, I'd rather will you take our dear white people, will you take our vote?
Dear white people, will you take our vote? Dear white people, will you take my vote? Oh my God. The fuck is going on here?
Why the Democrats always try to steal our hope?
Why the Democrats always want to steal our hope? This is how you know it was just like they just put words together, because Democrats don't steal your hope. The only thing they're good at giving you is hope. They'll feed you hope all day, and hope is cope. Hope ain't even a good thing. Hope is not a good thing. You should never hope for anything. You should either believe so you can achieve or just perish. This came from the Trump Latinos account. What is this? Oh, this is, okay, so this is a group. Oh, so these two guys basically started a Latinos for Trump, and then, so they come in for that conservative bag. They come in for the conservative grift. Latinos for Trump right there is number 6, playing number 6 right now on the, you know what, yo? I hate to say this shit. Yo. But this is one bag I cannot turn down. I might have to get back in the booth.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I'm going to have to get back in the booth. I'm going to have to put a MAGA rap together. I can't turn down being a top 10 music artist on an iTunes chart. This is an easy grift. All I got to do is write some rap lyrics. I can rap. I need somebody to shoot the music video, because that's the only way that's really going to work. You got to shoot the music video. I need some MAGA hats. I'm about to go round up all the racist motherfuckers I know around me to pull up with they fucking pickup trucks and shit. I'm gonna have my AR out there. I don't even know if I'm allowed to brandish an AR in New Jersey. But we'll figure it out. Y'all gonna listen to my song, yo? They got to number 6 with that, yo. They got to number 6 with that song. They got to number 6 on the iTunes chart. I never even broke top 100, I don't think. But I can't turn down that many fucking streams. Are you serious? That's a lot of streams. That's free money. A MAGA song is free money. I gotta. Where's my pen? I need a beat. What are producers? Any producers in here? I need a beat and I need a feature. Because I'm not writing 2 verses. I'm only gonna write 1. I might call Bryson Gray. I might call Bryson Gray and Patriot J. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Bryson and Patriot J, featuring Hotep Jesus. I'm getting back in the booth, y'all. Jabari said it better be good. It don't gotta be good. It don't gotta be good. It doesn't have to be good for me to chart. Obviously, I just need Bryson to lace us with one of them hooks. That's all I need. I need Bryson to lace us with one of them hooks. Alex Stein feature. I'm gonna write that down because that wouldn't hurt. I gotta get back in the booth. He said, nah, go super hard. 200 Nation of Islam suits and bow ties. Citizen Alfie said he gonna get me a beat. All right, send it on over. HotepJesus@gmail.com. You seeing it here first. Write my motherfucking, I'm writing 8 bars. Y'all gonna get the hardest 8 bars y'all ever heard. Lizette, you gonna stream my song? He said you can chart, but where are you touring? We gonna put the tour together next year. We got the Hotep Nation tour anyway. I'm gonna perform the song at Hotep Con. We got the Hotep Con, what's the name? Anomaly? Tyler said Anomaly. We call Anomaly. I'm gonna tell ChatGPT to write my rap for me. That song wasn't terrible. It just wasn't good. It was just weird. It felt like, you know what this song felt like? It felt like somebody held them hostage and told them, go make a MAGA song or else. And then they were forced to make it. Right? Which is probably them saying, hey, we want to launch this brand. Let's put out a rap song to launch this brand. So it's kind of forced. It didn't feel organic. All right, let's go to Elijah Schaefer. This is one of Goldstein's favorite accounts. So he says, now, when I saw it, I figured, yeah, we're going after these teachers, right? So let's see what this says. It says, this is an adult faculty meeting at school. The principal thought it would be helpful to start the day with group music. When did teachers become children? Our schools are hopeless. I don't care. I wouldn't participate in nonsense like this as a professional. Okay, so I'm like, all right, let me watch the video. So let me make sure y'all can see this. All right, good. Let's watch it.
Good morning, good morning. I'm glad you're here today. Good morning. Let's stand up tall and say, I am awesome, I am smart. I can learn anything I want. I'm in control, I like myself, and so does everyone else. Good morning, good morning. I'm glad you're here today. Good morning. Let's take it another day.
All right, chat, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? Where y'all at on this? Then I'll tell you my opinion. I want to see what y'all say. Goldstein said that song was terrible. Not this one, but the last one. All right, so all right, so I see the chat. We got some negative responses from the chat. The chat is the gulag. There's nothing but fucking ex-cons in my chat. So I watched the video, and the first thing I thought about was this job that I had many years ago, where we used to sell AT&T door to door to businesses. And every morning they would make you like sing and dance. And at first I didn't get it, but as I got older, I understood what was going on. It was basically to wake us up, right? Get you in a good mood, get you ramped up, because you're going to be spending all day on your feet, walking around, going door to door, having people slam the door in your face and telling you no, go away. So they had to start your day off with some smiles. So they used to, first they give away awards. Every morning they give away awards. They tell, who sold the most the day before, et cetera, and then you do the little song and dance and all kinds of weird gay shit, right? And then so that's what I thought this was. I thought this was some sort of wake up thing. But then when I got halfway through the video, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on here. They're teaching the song so that when the kids come to school, the teachers know how to sing the song to the kids. So this is more like a training, right? When it makes sense to have for kids. And this is one of those instances where like Elijah Schaefer's grifting. He's like, he's an elite grifter. This is elite shit right here, Elijah Schaefer. Because he took a video that was completely innocent, and it's just a training video, right? Like they're not singing this song so that the adults in the room would enjoy it. They're singing it so the adults know how to perform it and sing it with their kids, right? And then somebody in the chat pointed out, right? Says right here, Bobby Shelley says they are likely practicing to sing it to their class, not to start their day. It's a TikTok. I would assume it isn't true. My wife helped me realize this is likely the case. So that's what I was thinking. When I scrolled down, I was like, anybody else see what I see? And this guy sees it. And he says, why are men singing songs to children like this? I don't buy it. Because they're teachers. They're school teachers. Like, why wouldn't they? And look how many views he's got. 261,000 views on this. From nothing. From absolutely nothing. Top Lobster, he's a top tier grifter. Zach Small, our world is fucking wild. Make sure you're giving your children more presents than presents. They need you. And the thing is, most people aren't even gonna watch the video like I did. Like Zach Small, like he's in a masculinity space. He's not exactly a genius. So I know he's not known for intelligence. Let's just say that. He's known for leading dads to be good fathers or some shit like that, right? Like I know him. I met him before. I'll probably see him again in Miami. But the fact that Zach goes off of Elijah's narrative tells me like, Zach, like use your brain sometimes, bro. I want to tag him and be like, bro, like what the fuck? Don't feed into this shit, bro. And Zach, you're a leader, bro. Like you're supposed to be leading other dads. Don't feed into Elijah Schaefer's bullshit. This is an innocent fucking video. He says, assuming they're teaching this song to their students, this is institutionalized narcissism. No wonder everyone thinks they're worthy of. How'd you get narcissism out of this? They're saying, good morning, I'm happy to see you. Isn't that what you want the teacher to say to your kids? I'm happy to see you. It's like mad people weighing in with the same take. Yo, they literally, and you know, we practice homeschooling, so like, I guess in the homeschooling world, you would take shots at the public school system. I'm not about taking shots at the public school workers. I'm all about calling out fuck shit when I see it. Okay? If a teacher does something that's some fuck shit, we got to stop it. They're teaching, sex ed to kids. You got to stop that. An innocent fucking song? Like, this is how the left gets over on us, because you start bitching about any fucking thing just for clout. Oh, let me wake up this morning and find some shit to bitch about. Oh, this is good enough. I'll just change the narrative and say these teachers are crazy for singing this song when it's obviously a training session. Where the fuck are we at, people? This is why the country don't get no fucking better. I'd lock Elijah Schaffer's ass up. I'd lock him up for that tweet. 90 days for this tweet right here. In my world, in Hotepistan, he'd be locked up for 90 days. Matter of fact, 6 months. Matter of fact, a year. You got to do 1 year for this tweet. In Hotepistan, he does 1 year for this tweet. 1 year. Why? First of all, you created fucking nothing out of thin air to be mad about. Bitching's illegal in my world, okay? Bitching is illegal in Hotepistan. So we gotta lock you up for, first of all, bitching over some bullshit. Second of all, these people are fucking innocent. They're just teachers. They're just teachers fucking waking up, trying to do their job and be the best they can towards kids. And here you are crying about this shit. And I don't even like the public school system. And you got me defending the public school system and a bunch of teachers I probably wouldn't like and probably wouldn't agree with. They're probably all a bunch of libs. But let's nail them on something real. Not this fake bullshit. We got to do better, yo. It's the victim industry. It's the victim industry, man. Would the likes of Elijah Schaffer actually be welcome in Hotepistan? Yes, he'd be welcome just so I could lock his ass up. Welcome. Arrest him. Absolutely. Absolutely. This makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. Just find anything to fucking be mad about. And he's gonna get paid off that shit too. He's gonna get a fat check from Elon for fucking sowing division in the country. Anyway, let's keep going. We almost tore our story today, then we're gonna open up phone lines. If you want to get on the phone lines, text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Speaking of school, Goddess of Black. Let's look at her bio first. We gotta look. It says mother, writer, speaker, disruptor. Iwi? What the fuck is Iwi? Anybody know what EWE means? I'm not hip to this shit. A female sheep. What the fuck? A West African ethnic group. Okay, that's probably what she is. Okay, cool. All right, so she's a West African group. What else does it say? And it says feminist, right? And it says redefining the color of success. All right, cool. So she's on that pro-black shit, right? That's fine and dandy, whatever. I used to be on that shit too. Anyway, so it says here, I'm watching my baby boy turn into a little misogynist because of social standards he's learning in daycare. Already the, ew, it's for girls. Mommy, you're a girl, you can't do that. I had to ask his daycare teacher what is going on. She said, the other kids. You know what? That daycare is doing something right.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
If that daycare is out there and they're teaching these kids gender roles, that daycare is doing something right. Let me know what it is so I can send my motherfuckers there. If your son coming back talking about, ew, it's for girls, that daycare is doing something absolutely right. Then we got the black Karens of the world. She's a feminist, so of course she's been indoctrinated with all this leftist propaganda in her brain and shit. And I know they was on her biscuit in the quotes. Let's look at the quote tweets. Lathan says a lot of these black boys don't have a chance based on who's raising them at home. Fathers are needed bad. Oh, God. Somebody said now it makes sense. They done pulled up her old tweets. Lord have mercy. It says, if God blesses me with a white boy, I'll never complain. I'll make him sandwiches all day and roast beef and watch hockey, anything to make him happy. They expose themselves every time. She won't do that for a black man, but she'll do it for the white man. And then come out here and be pro-black and shit. You pro-black, But you'll do anything for that white man. Crazy. And yet, here you are talking about gender roles and normalization, but for that white boy, you'd play your role like a good little slave, says the real Mickey. Oh. That was savage. That was savage. You ain't want to play them gender roles, but for the white man, you'll play them gender roles. I don't even got to look at no more tweets. No more quote tweets. He won. The quotes is right there. He won. Wow. Ain't that some shit? You mad because your son learned what a boy and a girl was, and what's for boys and what's for girls. Candace said a kid took a round to the back last night at a football game here. 2 parents started shooting. I swear niggas are garbage. That's crazy. What's YouTube talking about? Pro-black in the streets, KKK in the sheets. Come on, Jabari.
Oh, this a real Hotep, bro.
He said, I need to send my kids there. I'm about to graduate college, so soon I'm going to get married and be a dad. I got to look for these places right now. Facts. Says feminist always seems to be followed by a single mother. Damn. Yeah, I was venting. Need to re-up on my master focus. You're right. This is the world we live in, y'all. This is what the left has created. This is what it's done to black women. This is what leftism does to black women. It'll fuck your brain up. It'll fry that shit. It'll make you say you're pro-black while you want to suck white dick. That's what it does to you. Sorry for the language. And then call your son a misogynist. You called your son a misogynist. And he's not even, the boy can't even be 4 years old yet. 5 years old, because he's at daycare. So there's a little boy. Probably maybe 3 or 4. Now, I will say one thing. The thing that I fear most about sending my kids to school is picking up bad habits. They learn the bad habits from the kids. In this case, this is not a bad habit. But as the teacher said, he's learning it from other kids. Right? So this is the trade-off you have. You're going to learn some good shit, you're going to learn some bad shit from the other kids, but you're going to learn some shit. And your kid, when you send your kids, see, like I got a little one now, she's 3. And she told me she wanted to go to school. And I don't want to send her. And I don't want to send her because I know when I send her, she's not going to come back the same. She's not going to come back the same. She's going to be a different person. And I'm trying to delay that as long as possible. She's not going to be the sweet terror that she is now. She's going to have some fucking weird ass fucking kids. Yo, I'm telling you, I seen it from homeschooling my kids. They are different now. They only did 1 semester of homeschooling. They are different after that 1 semester of homeschooling than when they were in school. When they were in school, them niggas was fucking losing their minds like goddamn lunatics. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in school? Them other kids. Don't forget, coming soon, Strong Dad versus Goldstein. On that card, we got prelim fights, prelim debates, Mike versus Rudy. Coming soon. Look out for that. The Grift of Power, the Tournament of Grift. Look out for that. We're going to be setting a date for that soon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Last story, and then we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to go to the phone lines. If you want to get on the phone lines, text your name. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631, 202-596-5631. But first, don't forget, we got the AirDrop. We got the AirDrop right here. If you want to get paid to tweet, hit the link in the description box below. Access the exclusive AirDrop group. It'll take you to the Telegram. Once you get to the Telegram, Hit that pinned message once you get there. They have all the instructions there. It'll tell you exactly what's happening. But that's coming soon. We got over 90 people in the chat now. And it's growing. So, yeah, get in there. Shout out to Syscoin. All right, last video, I'm going to open up phone lines. Nope, not that one. That's the promo. That's the fight promo video. Here it is right here. Here we go. This is the video of the day.
If a woman don't walk in your crib and notice the things that you need, and she walk in your crib and your crib like disorganized and not clean a little bit, and she don't clean your crib, she ain't the one for you. She is not the one. If she don't come in the crib and wash your clothes, fold your clothes, she is not feminine enough. I don't want her. If I'm sick and she can't tell me or try to heal me back to life with her affection, with her love, with tea, with food, I do not want her. She is not it.
You know what, this brother is absolutely right.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Absolutely fucking right. You dating a chick and you bring her over your crib and she don't tidy some shit up, you got to let that bitch go.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
You got to let her go. If she don't come in and start cleaning up and, you know, trying to make a home out the place, she's not the one for you. She's for the streets. These are just facts. This is something that, so now let's talk about the backlash, because this guy got a lot of backlash. People like, oh my God, you know, why don't you go get a maid? And it's like, that's not what this is about. He's not saying, in order to be my girl, I need you to come clean up. What he's saying is, if you don't do that, you're not the type of girl I want. See, they sound the same, but they're different. Because he's not saying you have to come clean up. What he's saying is the type of woman that comes in your home and tidies up without being asked is a very feminine woman. This is a domesticated woman. This is the type of woman you want to be with. Now, does this go for all men? No. But for brothers like me, absolutely. If you're not making sure my clothes is clean and shit like that, I'm not really turned on. A woman doing my laundry is going to turn me on. You fold up my clothes, I'm turned on. I'm ready to like buy you whatever, take you whatever, suck your toes, whatever, you know, shit you're into. Lick your ass, whatever the fuck you want. But this is the shit, you know what I mean? Like, if she don't come in the crib and just start cleaning up, it's that personality type that we're looking for. You know? Otherwise, you probably a little dusty bitch. So I fucks with him, and I agree 100%. Let's go to the phone lines. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Text Hotep in your name to there. We'll get some semblance of an order going. And then we'll get people on the phone lines. Let me just make sure I'm logged in here. Good. All right. I'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Goldstein on the line. What up, Goldstein?
What's happening?
Happy Saturday, my brother.
Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to the chat.
Absolutely.
And a very unhappy Saturday to them MAGA rapping ass niggas.
You don't fuck with the MAGA rap?
That's precisely why I don't. Them motherfuckers right there.
Latinos
Hey,
for
listen,
Trump?
I got love for the essays. I got mad love for the essays. Some of my closest homies are Vato Loco essay ass motherfuckers, but I'll say it in front of them, and I'll say it right now. Essays have a hard time pulling off rap. They just do.
Yeah, I guess
You know
we
what I
ain't
mean?
had a Latino rapper since Pun and Joe, right?
Right.
And those are some Bronx,
So-
New York motherfuckers, so they came up a little bit different.
It came up a little bit different. So anything south of the Mason-Dixon, if you're a Latino, you got a hard time with it. I'm not saying that it's impossible. You just struggle a bit. So what you don't need to do is hamstring your style with some MAGA shit. You don't need to do that because then you just sound all the way out of pocket at that point.
But they made it to number 6 on the iTunes chart. They
That's
wasn't
because
doing that
people-
without MAGA.
Listen, people who listen to that shit bought it because of an MAGA. They had nothing to do with them, Latinos, or anything them motherfuckers were saying outside of Trump and MAGA. So in essence, they bought Trump. They went number 6. Trump went number 6. They didn't do shit. That's how that.
Who should I put on my track, man?
Nobody, and you shouldn't be on it either.
What do you mean?
No.
I got to.
Not all
Come
money-
on, Goldstein. I got to get this
Not
grift,
all
man.
money. Not all money is good money, bro.
This has to be good money. Why is this not good money?
Do I have to explain it?
Yes.
Okay. Rewind that tape. That's why it's not good money, right?
But mine's not
Listen
going
to
to sound
shit
like
again.
that.
Yes, you is. You is. Because you don't have to sound like anything else. You said it yourself. You ain't going to come out there with some Jay-Z shit. You is coming out there with 8 bars of some Flintstone vitamin ass rap. You know what I mean? And you going to push that shit because you know it's going to push. Them niggas couldn't even get ChatGPT to write that shit. ChatGPT got better flows than them niggas. I will put money on that. You could type up some shit right now in 6 seconds. It'll come harder than them niggas did. Pause.
Listen, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to binge on battle rap for 3 days straight, smoke a fat blunt, and then write my shit one line at a time. And that shit it's gonna float. I'm coming with double entendres after double entendres. You see, these people just say shit. I'm gonna put some art into it. I'm gonna say the shit. It's gonna sound like I'm just saying some MAGA shit, but it's gonna be some bars. You're gonna go, ooh, damn, that's a line right there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take my time with it. I might write this shit while I'm streaming today.
I'm not going to rule you out because at the end of the day, you a motherfucking Hotep. And anything that a motherfucking Hotep touch is liable to turn into fucking platinum overnight.
Facts.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Facts.
So I'm not going to rule you all the way out. I'm just going to say I'm skeptical.
Here's one thing I know. We'll be able to see how shadow banned I am after this. Because if I don't make top 10 on iTunes, then we know like the establishment has put a shutdown on Hotep Jesus.
Oh, facts.
We'll
What you
know
need to do-
for sure.
Look, this is what you need to do. You need to put that shit in the cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just bypass all the shadow bans by announcing that motherfucker on Gutfeld.
I was gonna do Tim Pool.
Or Tim Pool, either one, somewhere where you know a lot of motherfucking eyes are watching.
Yeah.
And then if you make the announcement there, bing, you're in there.
I'll debut it on Tim Pool.
There you go.
But you're
Now-
right. It has to be on a large platform.
It does.
Yeah.
The broad, the fucking black chick who wants to be some whole other shit.
What?
That bitch is out of pocket. The fucking my son is a misogynist ass bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know how you said EWE is a female sheep?
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect definition for that bitch right there. She ain't no African tribe. That bitch is a fucking you. She's a female sheep. Because that's not some shit that was passed down to her through her family or in her family structure. I know this. I know this for a fact because this is all foreign bullshit to niggas that just cropped up at the beginning of the Obama administration. If you was a normal nigga, normal niggas did not talk like this at all. Now, if you was some Ivy League boule ass motherfucker, well, y'all been saying shit like this for a while. But that shit didn't filter down. That shit didn't filter down to thought ass women like that until the beginning of the Obama administration. So it's foreign, and it's some shit that this bitch is following blindly like a goddamn sheep.
Yeah, this is
So there it
definitely
is.
some. This is definitely some university boule babble.
Yes.
I wonder where
Yeah.
she got her degree from.
It's out of pocket. Ain't nobody else saying that shit.
And
Ain't
she in
nobody
Canada.
else saying.
You said nobody else
Shit.
saying this? What?
Nah, you don't see no white accounts. You don't see no fucking trad women talking like this. You don't see that. You don't even see white liberal women talking like this. You just see these bitches. You just see Septum Ring. That bitch made another video. Septum Ring made another video on Tariq Nasheed's head, right?
Did she?
So, yeah, it's out there somewhere.
What's her shit?
She's the TikTok. I don't know if she's on Twitter, but some lady that fucks with Tariq Nasheed reposted her shit, and she calling that nigga a rapist and some more shit. So it's crazy.
Hold on. Hold on a second. Trying to find this shit. Tariq Nasheed. You don't remember that girl's name?
There was a goddess in her name.
Hold on. I might have it in the Grift bag. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here she go. All right, found her. Her name is Black Queer Liberation. All right, let's see. And she made a one about Tariq. Is it on her TikTok or is it on? Did it make it to Twitter?
It made it to Twitter. Some lady named Goddess not retweeted, but took her video from the TikTok and made a tweet about it because I guess the FBA niggas had a space about this bitch where Tariq Nasheed was going off, but the Septum Ring bitch used audio from that to make her video, and then just started labeling this nigga with accusation after accusation. One of the few instances where I actually agree with this nigga, so I can't be mad at him for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Oh, let me try
He's
and
just
find.
Black Elijah Schaefer, in my opinion.
Oh, let me see if I can find the Tariq Nasheed video so we could play it. Why is TikTok.com, right? Yeah, TikTok.com. All right, let's see. We're gonna type in Black Queer Liberation. Black.
Hey steppers, it's the Big Stepper back with some new drip. Check it out. Hey, y'all remember when I was?
That name alone will get you 10 years in my nation.
What? Black Queer Liberation?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
10 years. That name.
10 years?
10 years. I ain't playing with niggas. Elijah Schaefer, that nigga get 90 days for each character that he used to make that tweet.
He definitely need to sit down. I don't see the one. Oh, she's over here making videos about fascism. So basically she gets online and just cries about fucking whatever the left has told her is a bad guy.
Man. That's the type of broad right there that got made fun of in the 2nd grade for accidentally peeing herself. And she ain't been right since. The bitch ain't been right since. There's always that one kid that unjustly
The fact that Tariq
bullied. That was her motherfucking ass for sure.
I found the video. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it when we get off the phone. But I found the video. We're gonna play it.
I'm gonna close with this one because I want everybody to be aware of this. The best motherfucking solution for end wokeness and Elijah Schaffer. Now, hold on. Before I say that, Elijah Schaffer does do a service to society.
Does he?
He does do service to society because the shit he says will allow you to see, it's like a litmus test for the level of bitch assness within that circle of people.
Correct.
Right?
He exposes them all.
You get to take the temperature there.
Yep. Because if they on that time, you're like, okay, I see where you stand. Yep.
Yes. But in that assessment also lies the solution to their dumbasses, is that never underestimate the power of good, healthy victim shaming. All right? Nothing should ever be ruled all the way out. And I know victim shaming has got a bad connotation over the years because the left usurped that shit. But this is a perfect example of when victim shaming is necessary. So when you see end wokeness on some dumbass shit like this, when you see Elijah Schaffer tweeting out some dumbass shit like he did, victim shame every last motherfucker in those comments that's complaining about, woe is me, my ass is getting kicked, the teachers are doing this, and all that other shit. Victim shame every last one of them motherfuckers. Let them know you sound like a pure, unfiltered, unadulterated hoe. That's it. Happy Saturday to everybody in the chat again. I love y'all. Strong dad. Wake your ass up. Time is ticking.
All right, enjoy your weekend, yo.
Yes, sir. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Oh man, Rudy, call in, man. He reminded me of this. This here, the Goldstein reminded me of this tweet. This is what I was looking for while he was talking at the end there. I was looking for this tweet from Doe. Is this it? Here it is. So it started from here. Here's a very, very interesting case study on the behavior of alleged. Keep in mind, I'm saying alleged white conservative accounts. This is a great case study. We're gonna talk about it in a second. Rudy, what up, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
Good, man. Life is good, man. Talk to me. What's on your mind, bro?
All right, first for Fresh Mike in the chat, man. I don't do Instagram. I don't do Facebook. I don't do TikTok. My Twitter handle is Rudy the Vet 81, and you won't find too much about me up there either, Ace, because I live in the real world. But that's my real picture and my real name because I don't hide behind no anonymous names, man. That's who the fuck I am. But you're welcome to come on and troll my page. I don't really stay up there, but about 20 minutes in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee and 20 minutes when I'm taking a shit. Anyhow, the Hegelian dialect. Listen, this is what Twitter is, man. This is what Twitter is, man. This is, so you got end wokeness, right?
Yeah.
Who sits there and puts up posts every day. Look at these black kids beating on the white kids. Look at the black people beating on the white kid. And then you get some incel fucking white boy in Florida who's like, I'm going to get killed by black people, who's got no life, no women, big fat fucking slob who goes out and buys an AR and goes and kills black people because he's been sitting on the internet watching that shit. And then you got the problem, reaction, solution. Then you get the Twitter, oh, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. That has the dude that if you can't open your third eye and see the fucking division of that website, of that app, and what Elon's trying to do, dude, it's not about. You're never gonna find unity. You fuck with the Hoteps, and that's about it up there, man. And every time I fucking mute some fucking lefty that I don't want coming into my fucking feed, that I go to the For You tab and try to look at just what the people I follow, and I'm always getting inundated with fucking the Krasensteins. I mute the Krasensteins, they give me Harry Sisson. I mute Harry Sisson, they give me some other fucking lefty I don't want to talk to, dude. It's dude, if you can't see what that thing is trying to do to people, man, there's no unity, nothing but it's problem reactions is the Hegelian dialect. Let's separate them, dude. Is divide and conquer at its finest, man. Wake up, people. Twitter ain't real. And, you know, I like, Jabari hit me the other day. He's like, yo, I never see anything you post, dude. Why would they shadow ban a piece of shit like me, man? You know what I'm saying? I make a snarky comment on these stupid politicians' pages from time to time. But Jabari never. I like all Jabari's work. He posts them great pictures every night, them cleansing pictures. I mean, and he can never see anything I do unless I respond to him. Oh, what the fuck, man? That place is, man, it's fake, man. The internet is fake, man.
You know, I liked it better under Jack, because under Jack, you knew what the line was. Like, you knew what the rules were. You didn't agree with it, right? And it's just like freedom of speech. And now they got freedom of speech or freedom of speech. At least under Jack's tenure, we knew where the line was of speech. If you do this, you'll get suspended. If you do this, we knew where that line was. Now it's like, we don't even know where that line is. And you'll just suppress an account. And we won't even know it.
Yeah, I mean,
we won't even know why. Can you just tell me why and I can stop doing it?
Right. But when when I got Twitter for the first time in late 19, I got permanently banned within 24 hours for calling Rachel Maddow Richard Maddow and telling Brian Stelter he should do the world a favor. And I put a little noose in there and then put yourself, and I got banned until Elon came back, man.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
You know what, though? I don't give a shit because it's the fucking internet. It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real, brother. Real is what you can see, touch, taste, smell, hug, fight, kick, punch, scream. This shit ain't real, dude. It's a bunch of trolls, man. As of Elijah Schaefer, what a fucking cuck he turned into, dude. He did good work in 2020 when he was going to live stream all the riots. He did good work when he went to J6, and then he just turned into a straight up fucking bitch. He turned into a bitch, man. What the
See,
fuck?
I wasn't. Yeah, this is the only version of him I'm familiar with.
Right. Nah, dude. Like, that kid was he was in every one of the riots in 2020. Philly. He was there in Rittenhouse. He got video. You know, he was there for all of the riots, dude. He went to all of the riots with that little crew for the Daily Caller. That Richie McGinnis, that whole little crew of on the ground reporters. That Drew Hernandez and all of those, that little posse.
Yeah.
And then he got over there with Glenn Beck, and then he got fired for sexual harassment, and then turned into a pure bitch, man. Now all he does is bitch about race, man. And then when he first got his start, he used to run around, and his cameraman was a brother, man. I don't understand what the fuck. I mean, what the hell happened to that kid, man? I don't understand it, man. You know what? You know what it is? He got too involved in the fucking internet, man. He got too involved in the fucking internet, dude.
The great grifting.
And that's this. God damn, man. Does anybody want to go out and work for them?
I'm telling you.
Does anybody want? Bro, does anyone want to go out and put their hands in on a tow truck? Does anybody want to go out and work dig a ditch for a couple dollars anymore? Or is it all, I just want to sit behind a screen and punch away, dude? Because if it is, as a society, we're fucking done. Does anyone want to do what Goldstein does and help injured animals out, man? You know what I'm saying? What the hell's going on, man? What's going on, dude? I just don't know, man. I just don't know anymore, man. But I just want to give you a little update, homeboy. I got a clear bill of health yesterday, man. 3 weeks ago, I was hit by a drunk driver, slapped over a Jersey wall, man. The vet is up and operational, dude. Back to work tonight, man. Back to work tonight, man.
Damn, you back already?
Man, I mean, I'm still in a whole lot of pain, but let's keep it real, man. Dollars got to flow in, they can't flow out, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel
Dollars got to flow in, dollars got to flow in, they can't flow out, dude.
Yeah.
So the vet, I'm back on the grind tonight, brother. I'm back on the grind tonight, man.
Well, good luck. I'm glad to hear you feeling better.
Hey, listen though, listen. I had a whole studio in my house when I was rolling real hard back in the day, dude. And me and a couple homeboys, we made a couple CDs, man. I'm gonna shoot you a copy of it, man. I'll get on your MAGA rap, dude.
Oh yeah? I'll send you the track. I'm gonna just send the track to a bunch of people, and whoever make the track, make the track. But I'm gonna send the track to everybody.
Yeah, you give me a track, give me a beat, man. And listen, Goldstein, I love you to death. You know you're my A1 from day one, man. But I need that pushback about this trash rap music that's coming out of both sides, man. Because I'm with you. The MAGA rap's kind of cringy. A lot of rap music is real cringy these days, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I hit the gym, you know what I'm saying? I got a Queensbridge playlist from about 89 to 2000, man. Anything, you know, coming out of Queens and that's my shot, dude.
Yeah.
Like who was it? Someone asked you I think it was Unk the other night, asked you Outkast or Mobb Deep. Of course it's fucking Mobb Deep, man. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's not even the same style of music, man. You know what I'm saying? The Outkast got a little bit on that happy rap, man. That first Outkast album was a banger, but you can't fuck with the Infamous, man. That was one of the best albums of all time, that and Illmatic.
Yeah.
But I need that same energy, Goldstein, for Tekashi 6ix9ine and all them fucking clowns, dude. You know, I need the same fucking energy for Gunner. For some dude named fucking Gunner, man. I need the same energy for the shit music coming out of both fucking sides, man, because it's all crap these last 10 years, man. It's been pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
It's been pathetic, man. And dude, if a fucking Rich Man from Richmond could be the #1 song in the country, something ain't right in the hip hop and R&B industry, man. Because that used to dominate. You know what I mean? You dominated, dog. Come on, man. Where's a Mary J. Blige, man? Where's a Tony Braxton, man? Do I got to get Sexy Red all the fucking time? Can I get a classy broad, man? Can I get a Sade, man, Love Deluxe? Can I get some class? Can I get something? Some sexy and classy woman like that, man, or do I get a Sexy Red? I need that energy from Goldstein.
Where do you play Sade? I'm trying to think of where I would play Sade.
When I'm fucking my old lady. Fucking my old lady. It's my
I gotta put that on my bucket list.
Dog, it's the fucking listen, dude.
I don't think I've ever made magic to Sade. Damn.
Put on that Sade. Put on that Cherish the Day, and watch your old lady start squirming, dude. She's gonna hear that lady singing, and you're gonna be long stroking her. She's gonna be like, "Oh, shit." Put on that Smooth Operator while you stroke it from the back, and watch what happens, brother. But look, man, I love y'all, man. And Mike, man, I ain't got no hate in my heart towards you, bro. I ain't got no hate in my heart towards you, man. But I love everybody in the chat, man. Hotep and Bill, man. The vet is back on the grind, man. I'm out, brother.
Hotep and Bill. This channel is so wild. There's so many different dimensions to the Grift Report now. There are so many different dimensions. It's so wild. It's beyond me now. It's not even. You guys are crazy. That's really what it is. You motherfuckers is crazy as shit. I'm just reading the chat. The chat wilding. Somebody just posted. Hold on, let's pull this up. Kevin and Kevin. Who is this?
Call from.
Sorry.
Tar, you didn't even get in line today. You said, fuck it, I'm going to just hijack in the day.
My bad. I wouldn't even. I didn't know we had the line going today. Thought it was open.
What's good with you? Happy Saturday, yo.
Yeah, man. It's been a very grifty week.
Yes, it has.
Goldstein been on his grift heavy this week.
Super heavy.
I was saying the other day we got to start calling him Grifting.
Grifting.
That's his new name. Hotep Grifting.
Hotep Grifting. Oh man, I love that. Damn. Lord have mercy.
So y'all been going in on Elijah Schaefer, I see.
I'm not going in on him. I'm just saying, like, bro, like, you attacking school teachers just about them. Like, for me, it's just gay to comment on what a bunch of white bitches is doing. Right? Like, they showed me the video of the white women fighting in the porta potty, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not putting that on the Grift Report. Like, I'm just not, right? I might play that Monday with Uncle Hotep. Me and Uncle Hotep is sitting around. Like, you got to play that with friends and, like, laugh with friends about shit like that. That's not something you just analyze on your own, like white bitches fighting. Like,
you know what it is? You know what it is? When I became I guess a watcher of Elijah Schaefer,
here we go.
I realized very early on, he's like Alex Stein. And I mean, if I remember correctly,
okay, that's
if you were to think about it, I'm pretty sure when he had his little show on the Blaze,
yeah,
which there was a whole lawsuit with him going on with Sydney Watson and all that about her trying to.
Was that him?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the lady asked him what happened with him. It's a whole lot of
He was
stuff
at the
that happened
Blaze?
with him. Yeah, he was at the Blaze. He had brought Fuentes on. He was one of the first people that had brought Fuentes on. And it was this whole scene with Fuentes going back and forth with Sydney Watson and everything. Oh man, that was gold. That was great content. That show was great content because it was crazy. I was actually surprised, and I was just thinking this the other day when I saw a clip from Alex Stein's show.
That's the one where she said she was uncomfortable and she said she wanted to leave, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But that was some bullshit anyway.
What do you mean?
I realized watching Alex Stein's show.
Yeah.
And seeing some of the shit he doing now, he about the same kind of block they was in. And he didn't blew him out of the water. In terms of making motherfuckers uncomfortable, all that shit, he made you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And Schaefer was like, they had a whole thing set up. If you I looked at some of the little lawsuit and everything. It was a couple of law tubers, talking about it. Half of what she was complaining about was shit she had agreed. She basically had control over who got to come on the show and stuff. Like it would always run by her and shit anyway. So she signed off on half of the shit that happened anyway. That lawsuit shit was crazy. But the real shit that happened with him, the reason he ain't really on the Blaze no more, is that he was apparently touching titty.
Oh.
He was apparently getting drunk and touching titty. Yeah. So he probably ain't gonna get like a normal gig no more. He fully independent. So the grifting fully taking hold of him, because I'm pretty sure he had a baby recently too. He trying to get them grift bucks. Especially on Twitter now. He can get played on Twitter. It's like you said. This is the great grifting.
I think the issue is alcohol here, right? Because the thing with alcohol is you see the real person. You see who they are. Right. So if he's drinking alcohol, assuming he's drinking alcohol, this is assuming he's drinking alcohol. If he's drinking alcohol now, then
at least
that's who he is for real. He's the type of guy that will grab a girl's tits. But I thought that was white boy culture because I used to go to fucking house parties, watch white boys do some wild shit to the white girls and be thinking in my head like, what the fuck did I just witness? You know what I'm saying?
For real, yeah.
And then I watched them do it to each other, and then I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? That was gay as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have different rules in my head for white people, So when I saw that shit, I just was like, look, I know I'm black and I can't do that shit. I ain't gonna participate in none of that. Y'all have fun. But I just thought that was normal. So when I hear this story of Elijah Schaefer, I'm like, the first thing I think of is the white boys who I went to their parties sometimes. And saw shit
And
that fucked me
that's
up.
the type of dude he was, and that's the thing. That's always been the type of he always been that weird dude. And his show is called Slightly Offensive. Like, it's always been so the kind of shit he cover is on. He do that shit on purpose.
Right.
That's why he's like never
It's
be
on some
surprised when you see
funny
him
shit.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I never knew, is this rape or is this a joke, or I just mind my business. So maybe Sydney Watson was sitting here like, yo, I don't play that shit. That's not how I get down.
Low key, but it didn't really come up until like after the fact. So
But I'm gonna tell you what else happens
though.
though. I'm gonna tell you what else happens is sometimes what happens is he does it the first time and she laughs it off. But it's one of those like uncomfortable, nervous laughs, like hee. And then you get home and later on you realize like, wait, that shit made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, for sure.
So when he does it the second time,
the weird thing about their relationship,
hold on. So then you come back and you do it the second time, and either she says, "Yo, that's your first warning," and then he does it again, or at that moment she goes, "Okay, I've had enough. I gotta quit because now I just feel completely uncomfortable." And then what they do is, that's when you got the victim blaming thing comes in and goes, well, she let it go the first time. And it's like, well, wasn't the first time the violation?
you know what? I might have got you
Like,
confused. The titty touching wasn't with her. It was with Sarah Gonzalez. You know who that is, right?
No.
That was the story of the case. She the one she wanted a firebrand.
What's her name?
I think her show is like Sarah Gonzalez. The News and Why It Matters. That's the show she be on. It's like she be doing a lot of they social media shit, whatnot. A lot of her shit be going viral. But
he grabbed her titty?
She like Hispanic one. Yeah, and she was like talking about it, like came out with it.
Yeah.
Like so that's why people knew, and I think that's why his grift completely changed because he was already on the slightly offensive, trying to do the edgy comedy type shit, and then.
Did he get
money
fired?
Wasn't there no more.
Did he get fired?
I mean, they say he didn't get fired, but he was no longer working with them after a while. It was one of those kind of quiet things behind the scenes. He was saying he couldn't say anything about it, but he never said he didn't do it.
Yeah.
That was that whole thing. So it was wild. It was wild. He's a wild dude. I mean, that's why I wanted to tell you that, because you gotta look at everything he do with a side eye, like, all right, I see you over here, grifting.
Yeah.
That's why I sent you that video the other day, because he basically said it, right? He said the fucking around and the grifting is changing minds on that video. Like, he told you he was grifting. He said he was grifting. I was like, okay, so he's coming out with it. All right.
Well, now that you say it like that, you tell me he's a Alex Stein type. That gives me a frame of reference.
He definitely is. Yeah, he's definitely not as good as Stein is with it.
Yeah.
But he definitely treads that line. He treads that line.
All right, let me get some more callers, man. I appreciate the backstory, bro.
Yeah, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. AK, Mike and Jonah. AK, Mike and Jonah. Hey, Jonah, just speak slowly if you can. I want to show you. We want to play the Black queer liberation video. Let's play this. Let's look at this.
Nasheed and the people in his comments had nothing critical to say about my take, other than the fact that I had a septum ring, shows how shallow these people are. Because there's no way to refute my take that homophobia and misogyny are rooted in white supremacy. The fact that Tariq Nasheed and the people in his comments had nothing critical to say about my take, other than the fact that I had a septum ring, shows how shallow these people are. Because there's no way to refute my take that homophobia and misogyny are rooted in white supremacy.
AK, what up, bro?
What up, AJ?
Chilling. How you, bro? Happy Saturday.
Yeah, man. Happy Grifting Saturday.
Yes, sir.
It's a good one. Man, this Elijah Schaefer, man. So in the same regard that, Tari, kind of watched some of the stuff that he was doing, I kind of saw his stuff back before, I don't know, maybe like a year or so ago. And here's the thing though. I personally think that like this is Elijah's true colors. It's just he's doing that thing where he's like, oh, I'm just being edgy for grifting. But listen, like if you look at his entire body of work, like he's doing that thing where you pretend to be edgy, but you actually are, if that makes sense, right? Like where it's like this, like, oh, I'm not coming out full throated and being like, this is what I believe. I'm playing that coy game where I'm like, look at this thing. Like one of the videos he posted today was like, why in America, the richest country in the world, do we have this? And of course it's like in the hood and there's like a little black baby walking around and it's like a bunch of trash and stuff. And it's just like, that's his content, man. He wants to rile people up, but I think that that's what he truly thinks. I think that he views black people differently than other people, and that he tries to use that edginess to do the grift. That's what I personally think, looking at his entire body of work. So different than, in my opinion, Alex Stein. Alex Stein is, I think, more blatant about it.
Yeah, Alex Stein's retarded. He's legit neurodivergent. There's something wrong with that motherfucker.
Right, no, 100%, man. Hey, you don't want to know what's crazy, bro?
He got a vaccine injury. What's that?
So, Wendy, all right, like I had no clue who that was until I started watching the Grift Report.
Yeah.
And since there was something like I had an interaction with her on Twitter, and ever since that point, every day, man, I'm getting someone's following me. Like Wendy O for sure must be the most impersonated person on the internet. Like every day I get a follow of some like fake person. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like on TikTok.
It's mostly crypto. It's mostly crypto spaces.
Is that really? Okay.
Yeah, it's crypto spaces and it's based upon who you follow. So the way they run the bots is if you follow Crypto Wendy O or some other crypto influencer, they create that fake account and then create a network around your network using their likeness, their persona, with fake links and steal people's information and money.
Bro, it's so wild. I've never experienced that with any other, but I don't think I really saw that many.
Well, she's one of the biggest. She's like the biggest female crypto head out there. So her bots are just like I get a Crypto Wendy O bot every other day. I get crypto blood. I'll get his bot like once a month, but Wendy O's bots, and I block and report them every single time, and they just pop up, and they just pop up, and they just pop up, and they keep popping up, and they don't stop.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, I wanted to say to you yesterday, but I just didn't have a chance to call in because I wasn't able to watch the show live. When you were doing your CBDC updates, I appreciate those, man, because like I'm relatively new to the crypto space, maybe in the last like year and a half, and I've dived pretty deep, but like for sure, like the content that you're putting out there to like get people just like aware of it. Like Goldstein was saying, like he doesn't understand it. And I think people have this, like, they put this block in their brain where they, like, are doubting their comprehension. But it's like, bro, you understand how a credit card works. It's electronic, right? It's like the same premise of, like, that's how you're just exchanging. The mechanism, of course, like when you get granular and look at the nuts and bolts, that's different, like blockchain and all that stuff. But I think people will put this like mental block where it's like, oh, that's above my head. It's like, no, bro, it's electronic payments, man. It's the biggest problem is like you were explaining, right? When you're reading those reports of how you're going to have like Swift payment and all these other institutions put their money into helping the exchange of funds and like that Chinese Olympic Games or the Pan-Asian or whatever the Asian games that are going on. I bet it's going to be something like this. I bet they're going to have some type of terminal that you can put your fiat currency of whatever country you come from, and it will load it onto your crypto, like let's say onto your hard wallet, and then you'll be able to, your only option will be to use that CBDC to transact business in the entire city for the entire tournament. But that's what I think they're going to do, is that they're going to have some type of terminal that you can just exchange your fiat money, because I don't think they're going to accept other currency. And then everyone will be like, oh, this is so simple. All you have to do is, tap your phone and it just automatically deducts it. And they might even give you like an increased amount, like, oh, you give us $1 and we're going to give you $1, 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think exactly like how you were saying, like by them, quote unquote,
I think they got
using
that
these
shit.
people.
I think they got that shit connected to Apple Pay.
Yeah, no, for real though. Like I bet
Like
it's
you
gonna
could
be
probably
like
put
that,
your
man.
credit card on it, and they'll just say, "All right, charge your credit card for this amount," and they'll just move that balance to your CBDC wallet.
Right.
That's
right.
how I
and,
think
and
it
I
might
think,
be happening. I would love to be on the ground and get the app.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think it's going to be like this. You said it's going to be very innocuous, and I agree that most people won't even know what the hell that it's a CBDC. They're just going to be like, oh, this is this really simple way. Like, even think about payroll, right? So if the United States is connected to CBDC and you're an employer, and instead of having to go through ADP or whatever to file your payroll and they withhold all your stuff, it all gets processed like on a daily basis. So when your time card gets input, they're able to settle that transaction using the smart contract, so you don't actually have to wait for payroll. Like they're gonna try and sell all of these things, and it's gonna be great from a quote unquote like ease of transacting business. But the problem is, as you know, it's that they're going to then start using these scores of like how good are you being as a citizen, as an individual. Are you being naughty? Are you naughty? Oh, we're going to shut down your ability to make these purchases, or you're going to have a fee assessed, right?
Yeah.
And then people already, like, I think is it Wholesome White Woman? She talks about, like, change your withholding to the highest, right? So they don't withhold anything and then file your taxes at the end of the year. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But the reason why people are so iffy on it, one, if you make too much money, you're going to actually get a penalty, because the government basically says, if you don't pay me the money that you owe us on quarterly, we're going to then assess you a fee because we want our money faster, which is garbage. So check with, a CPA, financial professional, tax professional before you do that, depending on how much money you make. But the idea that you should keep all of your money, and then at the end of the year when you go and file your taxes, the government will say, here's how much money you owe us. That way you can invest your money and you get to earn that interest versus the government holding on to it and giving you zero interest. But people don't do that. You've been able to do that forever, but people don't want that because they don't want to have to take responsibility. So that's, to me, the scariest part about CBDC is that it's going to make it so like where humans, and especially American citizens, obviously all the governments that implement this, they won't have to think about anything. They'll just do, and then the government has total control. And then if you finally do decide to wake up and take the red pill, you're going to be so ingrained in the system, you won't be able to drive your car. You won't be able to pay for any type of bill because your shit will be shut off, and you don't even have any other, fiat currency because you've been in the system. And that's my biggest fear, is that the control aspect, fucking game over, man. Game over.
Yeah. I mean, the tax is going to come right out your CBDC. You're not even going to have taxes come out. There'll be like a federal tax on like probably every transaction that comes out of your wallet.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be wild, man.
It's going to be interesting how they apply taxes at the technical level. I have to think about that. But yeah, you're right. Hey, man, appreciate the call, man. Enjoy your weekend, bro.
Yeah, Hotep and build.
All right, Hotep and build. Mike, call in. Mike, call in. Let's talk to Mike. Hold on, let me go back to what's the name. So AK was talking about CBDCs, and I had my 2 articles to pull up. I gotta review these for Monday. I'm gonna review these articles, and then I'll have them ready for Monday. But I had these loaded up already. He was talking about the CBDC education I do daily, and I had these 2 articles. Looks like Brazil's got some setbacks with their CBDC, so I want to take a look at that. Yo, Mike, what up, man?
What up, man? I was also, while on that topic, check out, what they're doing in Australia as well, man. I think Australia is kind of like one of those little fish tanks, like what they did with the vaccine stuff. They try stuff out down there because they know how kind of separated they are from everyone else to kind of see what they can get away with. Also, being a prison colony, the way I think the overlords look at Australia and the regular folk down there. But man, side note, happy Saturday, yo.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Hotep Nation. It's beautiful, man. I'm so glad Neon Dion and the Buffs won. My Oklahoma University OU Sooners, we won 73-0, so we coming for that ass this year. I want to send a shout out to all my folks. Also want to let Rudy know the only reason I was asking for his Twitter, man, is so we can have a little fun back and forth. No hate, no weirdness. Just want to, you know what I mean, have a little fun. You know what I mean, leading up to the debate, a little promo. And, yeah, man, that's all I got on that, man. As far as the crypto and CBD stuff, CBDC stuff, I was really thinking about this, and I wanted to present this question, man. I think that because I have a banking app, right? And I'm sure you do too on your phone. We all have our banking apps. It's how we look our stuff over. And my concern is you wake up one day and the government's taken over the app, right? So the government just takes over that app. And then when you try to do anything, you're like, oh no. And then you try to use cash, but cash doesn't work anymore. And everything runs through the app you've already been using. And that's a good way to inject that poison into the bloodstream, right? So just a thought about, I try to, use my app as little as possible, but I think that, might be a thing, man. I'm looking forward to the debates. And, yeah, man, let Rudy know I'm coming. And then please let Sonny know that, once I punch my way out of the amateurs, I'm coming to the pro fight.
I say less.
Yes, sir. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Let's go back. So yeah, actually, I'm kind of intrigued about this Brazil one. Can we review this now? Can we do this? Can we review this together? Brazil's attempt to launch a CBDC running the Trumbull decision of Banco Central, suspend innovation. Okay, so Lift Lab is the name of the project. Lift Lab. Hold on, I gotta turn my blockers off. Hold on, let me go here. Let's look at this. Indefinite suspension, grave consequences. First stage of the CBDC pilot. First milestone, initially set for completion by February 2024, has been scheduled to May. So they got pushed back to May. While the statement did not include reasons for the delays. Technical difficulties in its attempt to onboard 16 pilot projects for the digital real, leading to a 2-month delay. Following an intricate boarding process, this is what I thought would happen. Yep. The central bank discloses failures to finalize a privacy-preserving technology. I fucking knew it. Fucking data leaks and shit and data sharing. I fucking knew it, yo. Oh, wow. This is so funny.
Call from.
The Brazil tech guys got so deep into this, so deep into the project, that they finally realized that they couldn't preserve people's privacy. Imagine being one of the Brazilian politicians, and they say, "Oh, CBDC good, CBDC good." You bring your guys, come in, and your tech guys, the tech guys that you trust, that the Brazilian guys trust, and they come back and be like, "Yo, there's no way to preserve people's privacy." Like, duh. Like, this is the shit we've been saying. Breaking news. We just broke fucking CoinGeek.com. Just broke this news. Yo, what's good, bro?
Nada. Yo, we don't need to worry about these Venetians. That CBDC ain't gonna be shit till at least 6G. They won't be able to run it till at least 6G is implemented. Especially if they put every nation on it. There's no fucking way they're running it all. Now again, too, that's why they're setting up bricks, right? Because they need something. They've destroyed this currency faster than they were able to create the next one. You know, it's the Venetians running their same plan. You know, they destroyed Venice and then they moved to London. It's the same families.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, they were the Phoenicians. Before that, they were the Canaanites.
Mm-hmm.
Same oligarchs. Anyways, Elijah Schaffer. You there?
I can hear you.
Okay. Elijah Schaffer. You remember that little operation called Treadhouse or Rittenstone?
Mm-mm.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
I know
that kid.
Yeah, Rittenhouse. Yeah, I know Kyle Rittenhouse.
That kid who can allegedly hit 7 out of 8 shots, you know, and not have a single miss, you know, and has immaculate trigger, like whatever. He doesn't have a single bad pull, you know. Well, Elijah Schaffer was the first person to interview him earlier on in that afternoon in that day. Now, if you watched his actual trial too, you remember the feds had aerial surveillance the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, why is he showing up on that operation too, right? Because he's been a Fed the whole time.
Elijah Schaffer's a Fed?
Man, if you go back to 2020, that was his shtick. He was going to all the riots. He was doing all the Antifa stuff. He was there for he was there for Rittenhouse. That's his whole shtick, you know?
Yeah.
Now he probably got on. Let's be honest. You know, if you're one of those federal agents, you call that kitty stuff. You call it sources and methods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't disclose our sources and methods.
Mm.
Yeah, you got a bunch of kids that you're doing things to. That's what that means. Like how many federal agents, how many CIA operatives or whatever have to get caught with that stuff on their computers while at our office, right?
Mm.
But man, tell me how Elijah Schaffer's just there. You know, Rittenhouse has again, he had a 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 9 target hit. Mm-hmm. But then if you actually watch the video, there's at least 40 shot at him without a hit.
Mm.
God damn, that's some good trigger discipline.
Kyle Rittenhouse is a superhero, man.
Yeah, that's amazing trigger discipline, man. You got like 40 shot at you and you don't even have a stray, but you hit like 98%. You know, come on, please.
Lord have mercy.
And the aerial surveillance the whole time.
Oh boy.
They had the surveillance in this court. They had drones there.
You know, Jonah gonna come and kill everybody with the Fed shit.
Man, it's all right in the open. You just gotta anything they put on as a chat thing, whatever is a distraction. You know, you just gotta. Although the media is good because people always like, oh, the media lies to you. It's like, no, they tell you 10% here, they tell you 10% there, and they tell you 10% over there.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to know the 10% is salvageable.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep Bill.
That nigga Koofy on too tight. Inside of the Ages, watch them let you spit that grift on Gutfeld. They're going to start a new tradition of opening the show with a tap dance. I tap danced last time I went out there. Don't tell Uncle Hotep that. Oh man. Can I go back to this article though? Matter of fact, phone lines are closed. Leave me alone. I'm off. All right, let's go to this article. I do want to look into this. This is hilarious. Do you guys see this breaking news here? Could not preserve privacy. Who runs that account? Like this is some shit that NordVPN would want to use in their social media. Expressing discontent with current solutions. Central bank executive remarked that bank regulators' measured approach decided on technical solution to guarantee privacy and safety of user funds. There it is right there. There it is. It's right there. We're not going to launch any solution without the necessary security, says Cavalcante. However, the indefinite suspension of Lyft Labs casts a strong shadow of a doubt for the CBDC project. Since the initial announcement of the digital real, Lyft has played a vital role in the developments, famously launching a challenge dedicated to the CBDC. 9 projects from Lyft's challenge made the cut for advanced CBDC testing, with the sudden suspension raising eyebrows for industry analysis. Yes, that's exactly what it should do, and that's exactly what happened in my mind. Now I'm thinking, well, what about all the other CBDC projects? What about the CBDC projects in the Caribbean, for example? Are those safe and secure of people's privacy? Are they? Are they? That's the question. Speculation has been rife that the Innovation Lab has been plagued by operational and human resource limitations, okay, with staff reportedly pushing for higher pay, okay, culminating in a 2022 strike. So people, they didn't even pay some of these people properly. People want to get higher pay. I mean, you're fucking building the world coin. You know, you're building a fucking CBDC. It's like basically the master coin. I would want to get paid a lot of money too. There is no innovation if there is no effort and dedication from qualified people, which in our case are the specialists from the central bank. A global CBDC surge. What else are they saying here? Central banks worldwide exploring viability of CBDCs in their local economies at a frenetic pace. New research from Atlantic Council noted over 130 nations. Okay, we covered that already. Amid a mad dash for CBDCs, multiple studies have pointed out the lack of global standards guiding the development of CBDCs. To solve the, so this is now I know the IMF's role and the World Bank's role in the CBDC structure of the Westernist coin or the globalist coin. It's to lay out guidance. Here's the guidance. CBDCs must be in compliance with the world government. And that's how you bring, that's how they bring in a new world order. Oh, shit. Wow. I just figured it out. Just pieced it together. Wow. This is crazy. Oh my God, my mind is blown. Wow. Okay. So they'll set the guidance and regulations. And through those guidance and regulations, even your personal transactions will come under the jurisdiction of the World Corporation. Which means local crimes are international crimes.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Local crimes dealing in the CBDC are now international crimes because your money is part of a global network. Potentially. We got to think worst case scenario. Anyway, to solve the development of the CBDCs in silos, the Bank for International Settlements and the IMF have pushed out a series of initiatives, including launching a CBDC handbook to offer technical direction to central banks. Okay, right. So that's the piece I just put together. Okay, so I'm not a genius. I'm a dumbass. Have I read this handbook? Where's the handbook? How come I don't? To learn more about something, this is N-Chain. I don't want N-Chain's handbook. I want. Did it come out? Did it? So the initiative is out there. Let's see. So that's something to look out for. All right. So IMF CBDC handbook. IMF approach to central bank digital country. Is this it? Is this it? Oh, let me see. Let's go there. Let's go there. IMF approach to central bank digital currency capacity development. Damn, I could probably do a whole presentation on this. All right, executive summary, endorsed by mandate. I love the way these guys write. I love the way they write because it's so slick. Look at this. The level of global interest in CBDCs is unprecedented. Retail CBDC issuance is being explored in over 100 countries. Blah, 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 right? So it says the IMF's digital money strategy, endorsed by its executive board, gives the institution a mandate to help ensure that digital money fosters domestic and international economic and financial stability, right? So that's what they promise, stability. CBDC in particular will likely have important implications for monetary policy, financial stability, and the IMS, which is the International Monetary System. The IMF must. This is the verbiage, you know, that is just. It's just so hilarious to me because it's so clever and sneaky, right? The IMF must monitor. You know, like you could have put a lot of different terms there, but you said must, as in just, you know, you could have just said the IMF wishes to monitor, you know. No. The IMF will monitor. It says the IMF must monitor, not IMF will monitor. The IMF must monitor. Just so interesting. And advise on digital money developments for all members. So if you're a member of the IMF, then so given its mandate and global membership, the IMF is uniquely well placed to offer advice to countries across. So what makes them well placed? I don't know. All right, so somewhere it said mandate. Oh yeah, right here. Given its mandate. That's the one I missed. Given its mandate. That's another one. Mandate. What? Mandate? It's mandatory? Given its mandate and global membership, the IMF is uniquely well placed to offer advice. So it's mandated. They're mandated to do this. IMF CBDC efforts have focused on facilitating peer learning and development. All right, let's see. Let's jump right to the juice. Privacy. The CBDC handbook chapters will build on who will fund the handbook. Okay, so the handbook is not out yet. According to this PDF from the IMF, they're working on the handbook. So the handbook is in motion. Okay? Who will fund the handbook? The government of Japan is a major partner and donor to fund the handbook. So Japan is throwing bread up to the IMF to help fund the handbook, which is, you know, not exactly a large budget. It's just an handbook. It's a bunch of fucking interns and AI and attorneys. Let's be honest, right? And some designers. Maybe a project manager. Like it's just a team. It's just a team of like 10 people. Anyway. And they're already on staff. It's not even like a new budget. It's like just people you'll pull from other projects and move them to this project and say, hey, work on this. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my God. Yo, I'm so glad I did the report today. Yo, and AK, thank you for bringing this up because I wasn't going to get to this today. This was for Monday. I can't believe I just read that. I cannot believe I just read that. The handbook's ultimate objective is to strengthen central banks' capacity in CBDC to avoid a digital divide. What is the opposite of divide? To bring together one currency, one umbrella, centralization. They don't want, see, divide would be decentralization. What they want is centralization. And it says the ultimate objective is centralization.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I just exposed a new world order future plan with CBDC with their own information at 7:03 p.m. East Coast time, September 2nd, 2023. I've done it. I've finally done it. And I didn't do it for you. I did it for me because I couldn't figure out what the fuck they were up to. And it's right there. And it's right fucking there. Wait till we get the handbook. One world order. You said it, Jabari. The Tower of Babel all over again. Says Inside of the Ages. Oh, wow. Wow. We just cracked the code, yo. It's right there in their own paperwork. 112 people watching right now. 94 over on Rumble. And we just fucking hacked the Matrix. A. Mendever said, Hotep Jesus is a real one for consistently talking about CBDC. Most just want to chase culture war clout while providing no value to the world. Yeah. 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 I know. I know. It makes me sad when you say that too. I'm like, yeah. But like, this is so important. Like the CBD shit is so important. It's so fucking important. It's right there. It's right page 13. It's on page 13. Oh, fuck. This is why it sucks to have a third eye, yo. This is why it sucks being a Hotep, because you just be saying shit. Look at the page 13 right there in the corner. Can y'all see that? It's right there. Page 13. On page 13, the handbook's ultimate objective is to strengthen the central bank's capacity in CBDC to create a one world coin. To avoid it, they say to avoid a digital divide. To avoid a digital divide. To avoid decentralization is what they're saying. The CBDC handbook is emphasized to be a key component in achieving this aim. So the handbook is going to make this happen. The first chapter will position CBDC. Second chapter will identify pain points and objectives. Let's see what they say for pain points and objectives, these greasy motherfuckers. Okay. Address gaps in the existing payment systems. Okay. Promoting digitalization and financial inclusion. See, that's fucking... Notice privacy is never a key factor. Notice privacy does not pop in here at all. Financial inclusion. Let's go straight for we're the good guys because some people, have been marginalized. This is what communism does. I'm telling you, they're fucking parasites. They latch on to the underserved communities and use them as excuses for what they're doing. Oh, this is for the financial inclusion. Improving efficiency. Improving efficiency is like, you don't even put that in your paper. Like, obviously you want to improve efficiency. Like, how, motherfucker? Tell me how you're going to improve efficiency. Ensuring resilience, reducing, AI wrote this shit. Reducing illicit use of money, fostering competition. Oh, now it wants to foster competition. And securing monetary sovereignty. This is also key too. Because that's all about locking down your citizens, your nationals. So you want to, so here they slip up and put fostering competition. No, you want to control the game. That's what you want to do. You want to control the game. That's what that means, fostering competition. You want to control the game because there's always going to be competition, you dumbass.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It's always going to be competition. If we got multiple currencies, obviously, dumbass, but you want to foster the competition. The only way you can foster the competition is if you control the game. That's what that says right here. So right here they say, control the game. We want to control the game. Box 2, CBDC to Banco Central. So Peru. So they want all citizens of Peru to have a safe, convenient, and efficient digital payment system. Nothing about privacy once again. Notice I put privacy in the search bar, right? Which led me to nothing, so I had to scroll back to the top and start top to bottom. And I'm going overtime. Usually the Grift Report is 2 hours. I'm overtime. So obviously they're studying the payments and behaviors. Yes, that's obvious. All right, let's get to the meat. Third chapter will consider a framework to guide countries through the process of evaluating a CBDC. So now they want to tell them how to create the valuation, how to issue, whether and how to issue the CBDC. Foundational capacity, design choices, technology experimentation. Too many cooks in the kitchen, basically. Chapter 4, analyze the legal foundation needed. Oh, God. The legal foundation. What does this say? Countries ask for their existing legal framework. Ask whether their existing legal framework provides them with the adequate foundation for a robust CBDC issuance, and if not, when they should bring the necessary amendments. Chapter 4 is a beast. So chapter 4 is basically telling the various governments, here's how to lock down your citizens with the legal language. You're going to amend this, you're going to amend that, you're going to amend this, you're going to amend that, and now what you're doing is now legal and lawful. Okay. Both public and private law. Okay. That's obvious. Would lack the legal certainty needed to be a trust. Okay, so we got that. Fifth chapter, we'll discuss central bank cyber readiness and resilience. Okay. Secure CBDC ecosystem. Strengthen a cyber resilience. Again, nothing about privacy. Sixth chapter. Examine capacity within central banks. What? Next. Wait, hold on. What does that say? Next. Seventh chapter. Focus on addressing new challenges to regulation and supervision. All right, more compliant shit. Chapter 8. Design choices. Okay, this might be interesting. Policy objectives and risk management. Okay. Operating model, that's important. Limits in holding. Programmability. Yes, programmability, because this is programmable money. That's what the CBDC is, programmable money. Interest bearing. And right here, degree of centralization. So chapter 8 is important too. Degree of centralization, right? It will then map these design choices into CBDC objectives, tiered wallets. Okay, all right. Chapter 9, public sector, incentivize the private sector. So this is communism right here. Look at this sentence. I'm going to show you what communism looks like in a sentence. This chapter will clarify how the public sector can incentivize the private sector, right? So that's when the government influences corporations. Some people call it crony capitalism. I just like to call it motherfucking communism. Although crony capitalism, they usually describe that as private influencing government. but really it's actually a rotating door, because what happens is you'll have an individual from the private sector joins government, changes the laws, and then goes back to the private sector. And this is how they trick you. This is why, like, they'll use these terms like crony capitalism, and they'll say the private sector influences government. And then you go look, and it's like, well, this person worked for this bank, and that person worked for this bank. Then he worked for the government, and then he did not. You know, like Judah P. Benjamin. He's like one of the oldest niggas to do this shit. Look at this. Was it him or hold on? Let me see if this is him. First of all, is this the guy I'm thinking about? I know he's Secretary of State, Secretary of War. Who am I thinking about? Damn. Oh, I can't remember. Dallas. What administration was this? Was this Woodrow Wilson's administration? But there's hundreds of examples. I don't have to like think of one. There's hundreds of examples. Judah P. Benjamin is one example, but this is not the example I was thinking of. Cause this guy like goes from like, it's hilarious, right? So let's do it in order, I guess makes sense. 1853 to 1861, senator, right? 1861, state attorney general, Confederate state attorney general. 1861, 1862, secretary of war. Then the next one, secretary of state. Now this isn't private sector to public sector, but this guy is very interesting in the amount of positions he's held. But this isn't the parallel I wanted to draw. Who am I thinking of, yo? It's a J.P. Morgan cat, yo. He was one of them Jekyll Hyde motherfuckers, man. I mean, Jekyll Island. Dallas Rushing is his name, I think. Let me see. I was gonna fucking do football. It doesn't matter. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. He was one of the JPM, one of the Morgan cats at Jekyll Island, but he went on to become Assistant Secretary Treasury. Matter of fact, I think I can find his name. I'll find it by title. Assistant Secretary Treasury. Wiki's down. Wiki's down. Well, I was just on there. Illuminati said, not right now. Said, not today, Hotep Jesus. And I'm a geek, so I'm gonna sit here and like look for this. Because I'm just a geek and I don't really care about like not being a geek. Here we go. All right, here's the list of assistant secretaries. I'll find them in a second. Wait, is this the right position? Hold on. Assistant Secretary to Treasury. Yeah, this is it. Whoops. Yeah, this is it. I think this dude is one of them. Dewey. Oh yeah, he served under Mellon. So this is another example of the cat. This is all right. So Dewey is one. He worked with Mellon. Mellon is another banker, right? And you see right here, American banker, businessman. I think they still got a company today, right? Isn't there a company today that's named after him or something like that? I think his company still has lived on. So Dewey is one. You see, it says right here, Dewey served as Assistant Secretary Treasury for Fiscal Affairs from 1924 to 1927, serving under Andrew W. Mellon. And Andrew Mellon was a banker. So that's one example. But that's not the dude I was thinking of. FDR, Truman, Eisenhower. Wait, where is where's what's the name? Oh, here we go. David Houston. Is this him? Is this who I'm thinking of? Hold on, let me see. I might have to. David Houston, Carter Glass. These are all Woodrow Wilson. All right, here we go. It's one of these guys. The McAdoo. You know what's funny is it's probably any of these guys. Like the Assistant Secretary of Treasury is probably any of these guys would fall under the category of revolving door. All right, so that's Taft. I think it's the Houston cat. Let me see. Let's see if it's him. Let me see. Did he work? No, he's not. No, it's not him. I feel like his name was Dallas Rushing or something like that. Dallas. And you know what's funny is it's in my book. It's in the book I wrote. If I find a digital copy. So let's see, what page is this? This would be what chapter would that be? Page 93. Yeah, it would definitely be in page 93. These motherfuckers are slick, boy. And I only want to do this because I just want to check my memory because I'm pretty sure I got the name right. All right, that's the circular. No, not that. This is the cool part about writing books is like you could just like, you can refer back to your own work. That's why this stuff is in my head because I fucking studied this shit for 2 years. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's where I got it fucked up. That's where I got it fucked up. All right, so one of them is Piot. I did see his name here. Isn't that the guy's name I clicked on before? No, that's Mellon. So one of them is Piot. Where's he at? I might not even have the right list. And that's why I can't find a name. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, so Piot is this dude right here. Now this motherfucker, this is a slick motherfucker right here. Andrew, so it's A. Piot Andrew, right? Was an American economist and politician who served as Assistant Secretary of Treasury, the founder and director of member of the House of Representatives, Graduated from Princeton, studied at Harvard. Andrew served as National Monetary Commission. So it says right here, he attended the historic meeting at Jekyll Island in 1910 with Commission Chairman Aldrich Davidson, Benjamin Strong, Warburg, Frank Vanderlip. This is the other cat. Because I think Vanderlip. Yeah, Vanderlip's the other cat we got to look at. We're going to look at him next. Mission report recommended the creation of a Federal Reserve System right here. All right, so who did this guy work for? Why doesn't it? It's supposed to talk about. Hold on, maybe I can't. Maybe I didn't see it. Wow, it's not in the wiki page. Oh shit. All right, what about National City Bank? National City. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're on Piot's page. Okay, right? Yeah, we're on Piot's page. No, Piot is just Assistant Secretary of Treasury. It's Vanderlip. That is the one. All right, so let's go to Vanderlip. So Vanderlip is here. Frank A. Vanderlip. All right, here we go. President of National City Bank. Right now, let's see if it's on the page now. It's not on his page. So National City Bank, that's Rockefeller. That's Rockefeller. Let's see. Right here. All right, cool. 1952. This is Rockefeller was running this shit. Second cousin David Rockefeller became president of Chase Manhattan Bank. Yeah, this is a Rockefeller project. That's funny they don't mention that on Frank's page, but we know why they don't mention that. So president of Rockefeller-owned National City Bank and ex-assistant secretary to McKinley, right? You see right here? So this is the revolving door I'm talking about right here. If we look right here, you'll see from 1897 to 1901, he's in government. He's in government. He's writing legislation, right? Or maybe not directly, but he's involved in the policies of the money, the Treasury, Assistant Secretary of Treasury. He's involved in this process, right? Then directly after that, 1909 and 1919, he's president of National City Bank. Right? So they say it's like crony capitalism where the private sector is affecting the public sector. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of the times they go into government first and then come out and exploit the rules that they made. All right, I'm done for today. I just start to geek out, and I'll be here all day. If I keep down this road, and plus I'm about to go stream chess. If y'all watching right now, I'm about to stop this stream. I'm about to go to my other channel. Matter of fact, it's I'll put the link in the chat. Hold on. I'm going there right now. Let's go here. Go there. All right. Let me put it in the chat. I'm about to go stream chess. I'm on grind mode. You know what I mean? I'm just, grinding. It just is what it is. So I'm gonna play chess for like an hour. I'm gonna do bullet chess just so it's not so boring. Some people might be able to follow and keep up. Some people might not. Inside the Ages, he said, when is y'all dropping Hotep Coin? Good question, man. We've been thinking about that. We might drop it with Hotepistan. James S., he said, to deploy a CBDC that will crash the financial system and use Stimmy Check 2.0 to get a mass adoption out the gate, then gradually disincentivize non-CBDC usage. Correct. That's correct. You are correct, sir. So yeah, I'm about to go over there and play chess right now. Shout out to the squad, producers of the show, Jabari, Jason, Leah, Trish, Chad, Taylor. Love y'all. See y'all soon, man. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.